What up, beautiful bastards? Welcome to another episode of the H3 Podcast.
It sounds so wrong.
Did that not sound right? Sound right coming out of my mouth?
No, it was like my dad said it.
Hey, hello, beautiful bastards. Here with Phil DeFranco. I made that intro in honor of him. This episode is sponsored by Quip, Stitch Fix, Man Crates, and Omaha Steaks. Thank you to them. More about that later. Next week's guest is Vsauce. Please leave questions for him on the subreddit. Today's guest, as I've already introduced him, but I wrote this out. So
I require contractually 2 introductions.
Okay, yeah, good. Dan mentioned that to me. He got the memo.
Just want to make sure. Okay,
yeah.
Good.
Today's guest, a man who needs no little introduction, host of the Philip DeFranco Show, incidentally, also his name.
Yes, that's how original I am.
He's a newsman, entertainer, YouTuber extraordinaire, and OG YouTuber, in addition to being extraordinaire.
I like that we still use the term OG rather than just like, how is this guy still on this fucking site?
Right.
There's like 5 people I still know from the beginning, and
Right,
like
okay.
there's like Smosh, the GMM guys, the Fine Bros. Very few.
Right. So when you think OG, it's not an age thing. It's just how long you've been on the
I mean, the
platform.
age kind of just goes with it. Yeah, I mean, when we started, there was a guy by the name of, I think there were numbers after it, but it was like Geriatric. That was his name. And he was like this old dude that just shared life stories. And he was like the #1 subscribed guy back in the day.
Really?
Before it was really understood what the...
That's
what the
not
hell
the
was going
YouTube
on.
that I know.
No.
How old was he?
He had to be in his 80s. I'm
Has
probably
he,
wrong. I think that he did pass away. Yeah. Because, I mean, we're talking about... Wait, did you laugh?
I don't know why. Because it's like...
He was a great guy.
That's the literal passing of a...
Yeah.
How can he...
But I love that. He was a great guy. He told great stories.
He
died.
I
He was
love
like,
that geriatric.
Yeah.
Well, he clearly had no illusions about it. I mean, his name was
But
geriatric.
I loved it.
Right?
But I loved it. I think him being the #1 person on the site at that time showed really, I think, what we've all learned. Like, anyone can do it. Like, the bar is very low. Obviously, like, the equipment's getting better. Everything's becoming more professional. But ultimately it comes down to connection stories, things like that. And that was infant stage. It's
Do
evolved
you
into something
still think that YouTube is that same way?
In what way?
Today? Like that anyone
anyone
can pick up a camera and make it on YouTube?
As far as the quality, yes. I think that, I mean, if you can grab a phone, what's crazy is you can grab a phone from like 3 years ago and have like decent enough quality, audio
That's
quality,
true, yeah.
and throw it out there. As far as people finding it, that's a hard hustle that I don't even know how you do. But it's one of the reasons why, like, we don't do this in every single one, but we have like a segment on the show, Today in Awesome. We share people's shorts, we share people's like channels that are maybe under 100,000, sometimes over, where they do stuff. Obviously, we also keep the trailers and stuff like that. But yeah, it's hard.
It's hard.
If I had to start today, I don't know how I would do it. Without a connection. It's hard.
I mean, it was hard even when we started. It took us like a year to get 1,000 subscribers.
Well, but then you guys have like a breakout video, and then it kind of goes from there.
There was...
we had a few breakouts.
We had
kind of
several breakouts.
Okay.
I would say, like, several big formative moments in our growth on YouTube.
One of the biggest ones probably has to be the Vape Nation video, though.
That actually I don't consider
Really?
a formative growth. I think the first formative growth was we had a takedown dispute with full screen over a prank invasion video that was the first time we were like featured on Reddit.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I contacted George.
I think he's the reason why he reached out to us, maybe.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't care if you think you're on the right side of this. You can't fucking do this. Like,
That's crazy.
It does, like, you can say like we have the moral. No, just fucking stop.
Yeah, it was so petty and ridiculous.
Yeah, and I don't think it was him. I think it's just
It wasn't,
you just see.
No, well, sorry.
What I mean is just I don't think that it was personal. I think they had something on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
When you end up in these business meetings, and what happens a lot of the time, and you forget the people, you forget the community, and you have to always respect that first. But yeah, so there was that. But for me personally, I would say it would be the Vape Nation videos, just because because I'd really only ever seen your responses to something, right? You like going after something or like what someone did, and that was like, oh, this is awesome. This is like a whole different thing that I didn't know it was going to be. But yeah, I don't know.
That's cool.
So, just in terms of channel growth, Vape Nation didn't result in that much channel growth, even though it's the most popular video on our channel. It's a shame that it's the way it is, but on YouTube, at least when we were coming up, and it wasn't by design. It was just it happened incidentally. But the dramas is what, like the full screen one. People, I think that was the first time we're introduced to this concept that MCNs were like had that power,
Right.
and that they were abusing it, right? And so it became like bigger than us.
Right.
The next one after that, I think there was the Fine Bros. I
Yeah.
think that was a big one for us. There was the
SoFlo stuff was
the SoFlo thing.
big.
Man, when we were beefing with SoFlo and they were like threatening to sue us and shit, I remember like we were in New York at the time and went to a museum and everyone there was like, we got recognized so many times. It was the first time that happened. And everyone was mentioning those SoFlo videos.
Yeah.
Right.
And so then there was the CSGO gambling one and then the lawsuit one.
Right.
So I think those were the big formative steps. But I mean, there was channels like Leafy is here, which and channels like him that have received like meteoric growth.
Mm-hmm.
And
over a few months.
Yeah, it was just unbelievable. And I don't know that the algorithm would lend itself to that kind of growth anymore, unless you're Jake or Logan Paul. Because they did have meteoric growth over this past year.
Or Liza Koshy.
Yeah.
She had,
I was like, I don't know if I should say this, but can we mention that we have the same YouTube contact? Like,
yeah.
You know that he also is the main contact for Logan Paul?
I'm not surprised.
I was like, that is the best thing. I was like, you go to
That's
Ethan,
fucking
right?
interesting,
You go
man.
to the H3 podcast. You go to me, and then are you has he made you dab? Has he made you dab?
I love to see Graham dabbing
Right?
on the haters. You know what's funny? He has mentioned to me you many times, but interestingly, Graham, and yes, I am talking to you, and I know you know, and I know you watch this. You have never mentioned Logan Paul to me.
I got it out of him yesterday, but he mentioned it, and it completely derailed our conversation. I was like, has he given you that Maverick merch?
Right.
And he's like, no, and I've asked, and I was like, fuck Logan Paul. No.
Graham's a great guy.
No,
I
he's great.
appreciate you. Love you, Graham. I certainly don't want to take away the achievements of Logan and Jake Paul because I mean they're on that grind, right? But there's no diversity anymore. Like a channel like ours, or even Leafy's here, which is like a more extreme version,
right?
But I don't see anything that's even a slightest bit edgy, even less edgy than ours, ever coming up in the atmosphere.
The important thing I think to remember is that everything's the biggest thing when it is, right? And that sounds like kind of an empty statement. I remember when Fuzi was like one of the biggest things on the site, and I think he and several other people thought there was nothing that could ever slow him down or take him down. And you just go like, I've been here for 11 years. I've seen like huge jumps before, and eventually it stops, right? And so that's why I think it's important for people to plan or grow or at least try. And it's just,
I guess you're right.
You don't see that everyone, but I will say, I mean, the Pauls do that. Like once again, it's very easy to talk shit, but they've done a lot of things. Well, very wrong. Some things right.
Well, you're right.
As far as growth.
There's a diversity of content there, like the music videos thing, whether you think it's cringy or not, but it's crazy how much content they produce.
The amount of views that they get is just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Whether you like it or not, it's crazy.
That's one of the things. You're just like,
Yeah.
But it's definitely the fad of the year was the Disney vloggers. And we'll probably have a new fad.
Yeah, and it's always hard because you never know what's going to happen. I don't know. I'm so interested to see what's happening with V2 or anything. I don't know. Anytime there's like more
V2?
competition, I've heard like the Vine 2 stuff. I haven't looked into it.
Yeah, me neither.
But because I never really embraced the platform. I was on it a little bit, but I don't know. It just anything new is always exciting because it just you're gonna get these new faces.
Who made V2? Who's behind that? Is it Twitter?
What's
or
his
someone
name?
else?
It's the same guy that just made HQ Trivia. Shit, I don't remember. I don't know
Oh,
his
is that crazy mobile app that gets like 200,000?
Yeah, I mean, and what's crazy is like once they start integrating sponsors and stuff, it's gonna blow up even more.
I have not used it. I've
Yeah.
only ever seen you talk about it. What is that? What
It's
is
so at here's your free plug, HQ Trivia. It's a daily trivia app, right? So I think for us on the West Coast, it's noon and 6 o'clock, and they have a host. There's 12 trivia questions. You get 3 options for each
That's so
one,
funny.
And if you get to the end, you and whoever else survives split the jackpot. During the weekdays,
They get money.
Yeah, during the weekdays. I mean, you have to win more than 20 to get it, so that's also kind of like the little asterisk.
Right.
Because you have hundreds of thousands of people competing, but near the end, you usually end up getting like 10 to 150 winners. And so you can split it up, but it's just fun. It's just like a nice little stupid breakaway.
You know that reminds me of Xbox Live back in the day.
Oh,
We
yeah.
used to have this crazy trivia game
yeah.
that everyone was bananas about.
I don't remember it.
Back, man, this must have been like 10 years ago. but it was pretty revolutionary. I guess they don't do it anymore, but shout out to everyone out there who knows what I'm talking about. All right, let's move it on a little bit here.
Okay.
Congratulations on the baby boy.
Yeah.
That is very
Second.
exciting.
I'm
Second baby boy. How is he?
He's good. We were saying before, he's like a person now, which is awesome. He's like the first 3 months of baby is just like there. I still, with this one, I didn't experience it with the first one. This one, I'm constantly getting spit up on, and it's just, as a parent, you end up just like going, nothing disgusts me anymore. Yeah. Like I can just see anything and it's nothing.
You're just immune. Like if he shits on you, you're like,
especially because he's my baby, so I'm just like, whatever. Like nothing's, but also like the same day that happens, you get different problems with like, I have a 3.5-year-old as well. He coughed directly into my mouth last night. I was reading him his favorite Monster Truck book, and he goes, Daddy, like I don't think he meant to do it on purpose.
What was your reaction?
Just because it's like you don't want to yell, like because it just think about that. Someone this close to you just doesn't give a shit, right? Just right in your mouth, and you're just like, oh, so I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick. Yeah, but it's just I don't know. It's weird, man. It's like I got this little purse in my house, and I always hate when I talk about my kids because it's what every dad has said, and it's like, oh, here's the most unoriginal thing. I love them. Like, didn't know I could experience it. Also, here's the thing to anyone that sees my children is like, oh, it would be so great. It takes a huge amount of time. Huge amount of time. If you want your life to 100% be your life, do not have children. I love the choice we made, but done. I actually today. I canceled it because I have no other opportunities until like February. I canceled my vasectomy for today so I could be on this podcast. No, don't say, no.
No, but I mean, just be careful.
Oh my God, if I have a third baby, it's your fault.
Let's get that vasectomy in there because I'm just saying I don't want to put too much on you.
Yeah,
Thanks for sharing that, by the way.
I thought, I should share this with you guys. This is the appropriate time
to announce that.
Yes. Wait, well, there's not like children behind the curtain.
I mean, it's time for them to learn what's a vasectomy. It's never too early.
No, but I was like, when I say two and done, like there are so many people, like I mentioned it offhand to this nurse. I have to, every year I update my insurance, and so I get all this blood work. And I mentioned it, and she's like, "Do it." I had a whoopsie baby, which I didn't know was a term. And her kids are 18, 17, and 3. Oh, no. And I was like, "Ooh, nope.
That's a whoopsie."
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not doing that cycle.
That's a whoopsie daisy.
But otherwise, great. Love it.
What's the procedure of a vasectomy? Are you scared? Are you nervous about that?
Does it hurt at all, or is it just
they just like nip your chode?
Well, I went in there and he's very handsy. I didn't know. I didn't think what's the word? The checkup before the operation was as handsy and pulley and he's like, well, essentially everything you felt today, it'll be similar. It'll be like a little bit different, but you'll be good.
We're just gonna nip your chode.
Nip your chode. No, and they show you about the twisting and stuff like that. And
sounds.
But you know what actually made me okay with it, and it's so stupid because it's a YouTube video, is I watched Rhett and Link do it on their video, and they brought a dude with a camera in there.
Sorry?
Huh?
What?
Say that again? Rhett and Link got a vasectomy?
On video?
No, it's on their channel.
What?
Talk about marketing. Talk about vlogging everything.
Oh, yeah.
Holy smokes.
No,
how do they show that?
Well, they have like this little...
I'm gonna have to ask them about that. They're coming on soon.
Yeah.
I want to know about their children.
Oh yeah, no, they did it together. Like it was a
they hold hands.
It was a brodeo. I think so. Yeah,
That's strange.
You gotta say
that's strange.
Hey,
I'm shocked.
Yeah, I'm intrigued, but I'm also a little bit horrified.
Yeah, but I was like, I mentioned it, and my buddy who films all our vlog stuff, he was like, "I can go, right?" And I was like, "No, we don't have that relationship." Yeah. I was like, while they were filming, they accidentally went too low. There's just, I forget on which guy, but there is now video footage in the world of just dick and balls of one of those guys,
and they just have,
and that's next level trust.
Oh my God,
that's in the archive somewhere.
Yeah, that's like December 1st, 2007 B footage.
Oh my goodness.
But they made it seem okay, so I was like, okay.
Well, okay, I guess they're doing a good thing for the
exactly.
world. So it's in and out. There's no recovery.
There's like they say like you can do light lifting and stuff like that a week later. That was
I can't lift
one of the other reasons other than the podcast was we're going to Utah in like 3 weeks, and I was like, I'm not going to be stuck inside while everyone's having fun. So that's it. That's it.
But I'm sorry to labor this because I'm just genuinely intrigued because someday I'm going to get my chode snipped as well probably.
What do you
Is it
think a
actually?
vasectomy is?
See, that's what I'm getting at. I don't know.
I
They're
have
just
no
tying your
idea.
like a tubes on your testes. How does that? Like what?
Yeah,
is-
they have like this picture diagram thing. It's essentially
Just a little-
2 cuts. They cut like tiny little bit of tube out, and then
Okay.
they like
Give it a
knot it,
nick.
and then I guess it just
then
goes
that
into
can't
your-
get through. It's
Yeah.
just a backup.
But then they say don't have sex for like a certain amount of time, and you have to just go to town on yourself for a while.
They say that.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
that's actually the terminology they use.
Go to town.
Go to town on yourself.
On yourself. So it's like a jacuzzi. So it's like a pool, and then you plug it up. So it's continually. It just can't get through. There's tension there.
Well, no, because then I think you would explode if there was actual
But so
tension there.
the flow.
I think the way they say it is it just
The
the,
pump
body
is-
absorbs it. I think that's what it is.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very.
The body absorbs it. That
Here's the
sounds
thing.
kind of like.
I should have probably researched it more.
I mean, in a way, the less you know, the better.
But
too.
I think that speaks to how much I don't want to have a third child. So I was just like,
Seriously.
you could just, we got this, right? We're good.
right.
Okay.
I've heard a lot about male contraceptives that are coming out. Like men
Yeah?
can take a pill and apparently be.
Really?
I mean, it's something that's been in development.
The thing is, I wonder like what it does to your system,
Yeah.
right? Because I think
Yeah.
what a lot of people don't think of is like everything that birth control does to women. Like
That's-
We
There's
just heard a story about it.
you're essentially like poisoning your body to
Yeah.
do it. Which thank you, Lindsay, for having done it
right.
as long as you did.
Right.
But still, yeah.
It's they said now that it may cause breast cancer for
Oh my
women.
God.
It increases, but like it does increase the chance of breast cancer apparently. But it's like, it was like 14 out of 100,000. So I don't want to like alarm people.
Okay, well that was the number.
It was a
It was weird
measurable.
'cause
It was
they
like
also
20 to
said-
30% increase.
Yeah, they said
Oh.
20 to 30, which sounded really scary. But then I don't know.
It was yeah.
Was it like a 20% increase on something that was
Very small.
0.3%?
I guess.
exactly.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, just
But-
heard it on the radio.
I saw a headline. That's the most dangerous thing in the world. You're like, well, I saw this headline. Okay, well, but what? I don't know. I don't know any of the facts.
But I believe
And-
everything.
And the thing is, I don't do that on my show. I do that with conversations with my wife constantly.
I hate when
Yeah,
I catch myself
this-
doing that.
I'm just like, oh, I shouldn't do this. This
Yeah.
is everything I hate.
I know.
That's
yeah.
true. This was not researched at all. I have no
I heard
idea.
I heard it on NPR.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's right now.
Some gynecologist was on the radio talking about it. A pussy doctor.
That's fun. Impractical jokers.
I didn't go to school for 8 years to be called gynecologist. I went to be called a pussy doctor.
But
Greg, you're not a doctor. You just drove past the school.
oh god. But my snap judgment when I first heard about male contraceptives was like, oh my god. Like I don't want to put that in my body. And then I'm like, oh my god, women
Yes.
are all taking that shit this whole time
For
us.
years.
Right.
And I'm just like, oh my god, I'm all of a sudden very appreciative
That and
of
so
that.
much more that we do.
Right?
that and so much more. I like that, Hila. That was a powerful presentation. Well, what's funny? I understand about the newborn baby.
Yes.
I understand maybe to 100th of the degree because we just got a new puppy and neither me or Hila have cared for a puppy. Can you throw Shredder on screen, Dan? Can we get Shredder cam?
The Shrek.
He's here with us in the office now, and like he poops on us, he pees on us, he pukes, and I'm like, okay, he's my puppy. I can deal with this. But like, I'm sure the human, I can't compare having a puppy to a human child, but like,
Well, I'm
they
glad,
are needy.
I'm glad that you at least preface
There
it
is.
with that because
Right.
there are a lot of people that do one-to-one comparisons.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm like,
It's no, it's nothing compared
I was like, if
to
you
a
can
baby.
let your stupidest friend watch your dog, it's not the same thing.
No, I'm sure it's like 100th. But it
It's not even 100, to be honest. I've done a lot of babysitting.
Okay.
So I have some experience.
I will say I was-
Obviously, like
I was horrified of children though before having them. I they just creep me out. But that's like a deep. I felt like that ever since I was little. Like if
Really?
in my head, like if you were someone that like enjoyed spending time with children or you were like happy to be around children, I was like, you're fucking weird. You're a weirdo. Why?
can I be
Why?
honest?
What?
I don't get it.
You don't
I
get
love
it?
children.
I don't get it at all.
Well, yeah,
I don't find him cute, and I'm assuming that when I have my own kids, then I'll have a different affection
Yeah,
for
you
them.
would.
But I don't get it.
Well, I would say so. The difference is before having kids, I'd be like, okay, I don't even want to be like if there was just Like
It's not that
the idea of a
extreme.
child
It's not-
alone in an
yeah.
elevator and I'm the only person there, horrifying.
Right.
And I think there's like comedians that have even like shot sketches around that. But like now, or even if there were like just children there, I'm like, I don't want to be around there. But now, if my son's playing with some, I'm like high fives and like, hey, good job. And
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
I
just
wish
weird.
I got it because I feel like a weird, like our friends,
No,
our very
don't
good friends just had
it's-
kids.
it's
and
so
I'm like,
normal.
I don't like
Ethan won't
holding
even
it.
hold
I don't
her,
want to
yeah.
get involved. Like I just, and I know that it's weird,
No.
and I want to have more affection for
No,
the
there's a
child.
lot of people like that.
But
It's
I'm
not
just,
that weird.
and like it's like, dude, I don't want to hold your baby. Like it's too much.
Well, so
for me.
no one should be pushing a baby. That's also
They don't push the baby.
Okay,
Yeah, they
okay.
don't
They
push the
don't.
baby.
But I just want to know that
love
is
their
normal.
baby.
That is completely normal. Also, I want to say, since just while we're on this topic, if you are a new father and you do not feel connected to your child for like the first few months or something like that, it is completely normal. It is completely normal.
Interesting.
The more parents I've talked to about it, the more I know. I've learned that it's a very common thing just for guys to need that connection because the women get to carry the baby and they're connected and when they feed the baby it's more of just like this thing, this really beautiful thing, and then the dad, you're kind of just on sleep duty and night duty
Right.
and they're not giving back, but once they start giving back it's amazing.
Interesting.
But there are also fathers that immediately connect.
Yeah.
But I
That's
would
interesting
yeah.
insight. I haven't
just-
heard that, but it makes sense.
But there are a lot of dads,
good
like
to
new
say
dads
that's
that are
okay.
guilty, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
don't. You'll
because the
you'll
baby,
get past it.
you know, they're doing the tit milk thing and spend a lot of time with mommy. Am I? Did I not say it like that?
I love the way they pussy doctors and the tit
I mean, I'm
milk
just
thing.
saying they, you know.
If you had a little more oomph in your voice, you'd be like every Italian friend my dad
Hey,
has.
forget about it. Huh? A little tit milk, a little pussy doctor.
That became a little like
This is
near
weird,
the
but and feel free to not answer this.
Oh.
This is something strange. Have you tried breast milk?
no,
Okay.
no.
Because I feel like every new dad is like, I feel like it's a weird thing. Do I try the breast milk?
maybe
I
don't
feel
know.
like most new dads have tried breast milk.
I think now
I
you're putting it in my
guess.
head, so I'm like,
Aren't you curious?
no.
Okay.
I mean, I imagine it's not great.
Really?
I think babies are all pumped about it because
They
it's
love
all
it,
they
bro.
got.
No, they love it because it's great. And God, bless his heart, knew that when he made it. I don't have like a breast milk
This is-
fetish.
yeah, this
by the
sounds
way. Just
weird.
genuinely curious. I don't really think about breast milk.
Usually,
Guys,
when someone opens up a conversation with, "I don't have a breast milk fetish,"
Right.
I believe them
Yeah.
completely.
you should believe me. Thank you. Guys, let's take a quick break, and we will be back. There's so much to talk about here, guys. You do not want to leave. Don't go away. See you soon. Thank you to Quip for sponsoring this episode of the H3 Podcast. Let's be honest. You're supposed to brush your teeth for 2 minutes twice a day, but do you really? You should. Because your mouth's probably disgusting in all honesty. Have you ever put your nose inside someone's mouth and taken a deep breath? Don't do it. But with Quip, all of a sudden, I'll stick my nose in there. Let me tell you, okay? Whether you answer yes or no, or maybe, you need Quip, the electric toothbrush that looks like it was designed by Apple and cleans like a premium electric brush, but without the high price. Hila, what do you think over there about Quip? Wow. Unbelievable. And it's electric too. Oh my God, that vibration. Subtle, but also powerful. No, guys, listen. It's a new electric toothbrush that packs just the right amount of vibration, as I was saying, into an ultra slim design with guiding pulses to simplify better brushing at the fraction of the cost of a bulkier brush. I am obsessed with my oral hygiene, and this is frankly the best toothbrush on the market. I endorse it personally. At the price point, you can't beat it. Get your loved one to put their nose in your mouth today with Quip. They've been featured on GQ, Oprah's O List, Men's Health, and Goop. I don't know what's Goop, but
No
it sounds
idea.
prestigious. Let me tell you, if I ever get the opportunity to be on Goop, that's when I'll know I've made it. It's a perfect time to give Quip as a holiday gift. It's a gift that they'll use every day, and it's not something that will be just thrown in a drawer. It makes a boring part of your day a thrill. And I'm not kidding. You try brushing once with Quip, and you're going to be like, I'm thrilled right now. I'm 100% thrilled. You don't have to go to the store. They ship it directly to your door. And it's a perfect $25 price point for these secret Santas you struggle with every year. All right? You can even get Quip with automatic brush head deliveries for a year to keep the brush effective and the mouth healthy until next holiday. It's literally the gift that keeps on giving. So it starts at $25. So go to getquip.com/H3 to get your first refill pack free with a Quip electric toothbrush. That's your first refill pack free at getquip.com/H3. That's spelled GETQUIP.com/H3. Thank you so much for sponsoring our show. Get Quip. Get Quipped with Get Quip. That I just made that. I mean,
that slogan.
Yeah, you guys can thank me for that later. Get Quipped. Thank you to our next sponsor, Stitch Fix. If you're like a lot of guys, you could probably think of a million things you'd rather be doing than shopping for clothes. Ugh, I so relate. Between the parking and crowds at the mall and the endless browsing and lack of advice online, it's enough to make you want to rock the same t-shirt and jeans forever, but you can't because ladies apparently care if you're wearing washed laundry.
What?
Apparently they care that you have new shirts and stuff and then you don't wear the same disheveled outfit every day. Am I wrong?
I guess. Do only ladies care about that? Isn't
Well,
that
that's like the motivation, right?
normal hygiene?
I think if there was no dating, guys would like who are you putting the show on for?
It's true. Ethan will never do his laundry until he runs out of anything to wear.
I don't understand the motivation. Unless my basket is full and I'm literally out of underwear, why would I ever wash? It's just insane. But that's why you need to attract a female that is going to look out for your best interests, like I've done successfully here. And that's what Stitch Fix is all about. So let me tell you about Stitch Fix. They're reimagining how to find and buy clothing. You never have to leave the house. It's that easy. That easy. That is underlined and italicized. That easy. Just go to stitchfix.com and tell them your sizes, your favorite types of clothes, and how much you want to spend. Your personal stylist, a.k.a. your personal Ela, in my case.
Look, some guys are also great stylists.
Yeah, but they're trying to fuck. They're all trying to fuck.
Yeah.
Like, if there was no women, it would just be, like, all wrinkled and stinky. We'd be like, little shredder. I don't know. Your personal stylist, a.k.a. Ela, someone like Ela, will then get to work handpicking new clothes for you based on your style and your budget. 5 items are delivered right to your door. You try them on at home, and you only pay for what you keep. You try it on. You see what you like. If it doesn't fit you, if it doesn't vibe, if the cuties aren't being attracted to you, if it's not sending out the pheromones, send it back. It's that easy, my friends. Shipping's free both ways, so anything you don't want, you just send it back, and exchanges are always free, too. You can get your fix monthly, quarterly, or whenever you feel like it. There's no subscription required. It's easy. The shipping is free. Why not give them a try? I promise you'll be hooked. Get started now at stitchfix.com/H3 and you'll get 25% off when you keep all 5 items in your box. That's stitchfix.com/H3 to get started today. Stitchfix.com/H3. My friends, if you are in the market for some slick new clothing or toothbrush, please consider supporting our sponsors. Thank you so much. Let's get back into it with Philip DeFranco. Welcome back, everybody, to the H3 Podcast with Philip DeFranco. The beautiful bastard.
There are times where I don't know if I should change that. I get so many random comments like, I want to show you watch this with my parents, but they don't like the language.
That's it.
Really?
That's the barrier, huh?
Oh.
And I'm like, but what about the content of the show? Because it's not like it's just all uphill from there. I was like, it just sets you up. It's like this is more, and I'm not saying quality wise, but in the sense of rating, this is more HBO than PBS.
Right. I mean, you don't curse that much.
No.
Certainly worse.
It has to be like impassioned. I think that the difference between me now and me several years ago has just been my ability to mitigate anger and not say everything that's on my mind.
That's something I'm working on.
Well, it's hard because
really hard.
Strong language alert.
no, it's just
YouTube classifier alert.
because you just realize like I can't go after everything,
Yeah.
right? It's just you can't get anything done. You just end up in this like horrible cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about before we get into some more meatier topics. I mean, this is meat. I just want to talk about it because I want to talk about the fires going on here in California because we're both out here. It's devastating. I mean, the footage I've seen is really. There's been over 400 homes destroyed. Jeez. A lot of them in Ventura and in the hills. Was it Bel Air? I don't know how many actually houses were lost.
Well, the Bel Air
there.
one was the one that's closer to like.
To us.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't want to say.
Yeah.
So closer to us,
Yeah,
but and I think. My whole team was just like, "Are we in the I was like, "No, this is the affected area.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
the evacuation
It
area.
was
We are
pretty
fine.
scary,
we would
though.
not be here if
Yeah.
we were in the
Yeah.
evacuation area." But yeah, the Ventura one was crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm from Ventura. That's my hometown, and I mean I know the city quite well. And just seeing the pictures and knowing what was out there burning on, I don't think Ventura's ever experienced anything like that. 400 homes destroyed, and they were mostly there in Ventura. It was basically there was like historic dryness. And sustained crazy winds from the Santa Ana Mountains just resulted in a cataclysm of like there's 6 major fires going at once.
Yeah.
Basically, people are describing it as a war zone. I've got a lot of media and pictures that I think are fascinating. And I'd love to go over here with you guys. Thanks, Dan. Without missing a beat.
I was like, "What was that?"
We have a soundboard. It's used exclusively only when I say fascinating. Fascinating. People used to goof on me because apparently I said fascinating a lot. And now I don't say it at all. And now I feel like I should come back and say
You got
it.
shamed.
Yeah.
I did.
You let them shame you away from a word you use.
It's like everybody says fascinating. You go on any people use the word fascinating. It's a very useful word. It's very
It's like,
descriptive.
I've already been trained to like get ready for
Yeah,
it.
get ready. He'll get you when you don't expect it. But guys, if you have any questions or stories about the California fire you'd like to share with us, give us a ring at 818-214-8504. We'll be taking calls in a little bit about that.
Cool.
Let me show you some of the shit I've been seeing. Incredible stuff. Let me pull this up here.
It's interesting. I mean, do you feel like because you know, like you have experience there, you were there, that this story, it feels different than when you see other horrible stories? Because you have that just innate connection?
Definitely. I mean, I know I have an emotional connection with like the place and the people.
Mm-hmm.
And I like seeing a video of a hillside on fire when you know that geographical spot is definitely hits home harder.
Because I feel like with my show, that's the number one thing that I try and get across is why do you care about this? Because there's so many horrible things that happen in the world, and it's just very easy to be like, that's just another thing. Those are just other people. Then something like this, it's important, I think, to hold on to the feeling so that you know, like, that's just even a part of what everyone feels when any story comes out.
I think that's important. I like that. This shit was fucking nuts. This is an airplane dousing this house in basically extinguisher. What they've got here, what they're dropping over the fires is like this mix of water and like mud, and I guess they try to make the water more heavy so it doesn't evaporate immediately or roll downhill. And so they've got this red sludge they just dump over affected areas or encased houses to prevent them from burning.
That's wild.
Just, oh my God, this image of this fucking massive airplane just dumping on this house. It's crazy. This is right in L.A.
The poor firefighters, because they had like 5 or 6 fires at the same time.
Right.
It's just impossible for them.
I remember that. Yeah.
And that.
Dude, I think a lot of people saw this. This is the 405. This is basically the most major interchange in Los Angeles during commute hours. This is probably like 6 a.m.
Sorry, I had an inappropriate laugh because have you seen the meme of this?
What is it?
Where with the sign instead of saying where you're turning off, it says "Welcome to 2018."
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah. But God, I would be
It's
can't
so
believe
unreal.
that.
I mean, it's unreal. I don't know. I would be concerned. It's like, okay, this lava.
Do you think
is
they're
pouring over to
they're
the-
slowing down so everyone can take a picture, or do you think like they're worried? Because I would
think
be
they're like,
flooring
I may die.
Okay.
Right now.
I'm sure they're all worried, but what can you do? At the same time, it's a freeway. You got to keep going straight.
I guess.
That's what you think.
I mean, I don't think that you
Oh
can
my
react
God.
rationally in that because it's just you're
Yeah, it
confronted
is.
with such a bizarre.
Yeah.
You're like,
There's another one.
and the world is on fire.
Yeah.
I
okay.
woke up and I immediately opened Twitter News, and that was the first thing I saw
yeah,
on
that
that
one.
day. And I was just like, what is going on outside? I have to check.
This is 10 minutes away from our house.
Yeah, well,
the
that's what
405.
that's why I got freaked out when I saw it. I was like, I know that exit.
Yeah.
The Getty
The
Center.
Getty.
Yeah.
Like, we drive there all the time. It's crazy.
They're like, you are now entering hell.
Jesus.
These were like the iconic shots, but I found some other ones that I thought were great here
Yeah.
too. This guy, you guys probably a lot of you may have seen it, but I thought this was a really wonderful clip of humanity in action. This is some mysterious guy.
Yeah.
He chose not to be interviewed because when all the wilderness is burning, you've got wildlife fleeing from the scene.
Right.
Tons of wildlife being displaced. I mean, here you can see this rabbit is essentially fleeing for its life, and this sweet fucking guy pulls over to save this little
Oh my
rabbit.
God.
In the midst of what can only be described as an inferno.
Oh.
I don't know, man.
Oh my God.
And he refused to be interviewed?
Yeah. He didn't want to be on camera.
Watch us think it's like because he's just like, I just did the good
I
thing.
hate
It
it.
turns out that he just got
I love rabbit.
warrants.
What'd you say?
I said it just turns out he just has warrants. That's all.
Oh,
it
yeah.
is.
He's
He's like,
I
I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm on it. But then, of course, you get stories like this here.
Oh
You've
no.
got
Oh no. The way you
here. This is from the West Midland Fire Department. Seriously unimpressed. 5 of our firefighters were tied up for an hour this afternoon, freeing a YouTube prankster whose head had been cemented inside a microwave oven. Look at this fucking idiot.
How? What was he trying
hey,
to
just
do?
keep in mind, he's one of us.
One of us. Yeah, that is the problem.
Why?
They should have left him.
Did you see? I tweeted out my favorite headline came from the Next Web, and it says YouTuber tragically survives a cementing head in microwave, and I was like, good
That
job.
is great. Well done.
What was he trying to do? Seriously.
I think that's his thing. I randomly, once again, I was having a rush around today, but I looked through his channel and I think it's like he just does dumb shit, and that's the shtick. Like there's something. I think he did
Is it
something.
a big channel?
I think it gets like I might be wrong. I was just scrolling, but I think it gets like 1 million-ish.
Oh,
per.
that's quite big.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just whatever. It's
Yeah, whatever. Love them.
everyone does
Oh
it.
my
Everyone's
God.
got their shtick, but I do hate anytime.
As you tell
Oh.
that story, let this run in the
Oh.
let this pepper your thoughts of what
This footage is
idiot
unbelievable.
is keeping firefighters
Right?
from.
Keep
Yeah.
that in mind.
Yeah.
Like the same
Yeah.
people doing that had to fucking deal with some idiot.
You know, Dan was telling me that apparently there's a lot of people who are upset that the firefighters were protecting houses in Bel Air, and they're like, "Oh, it just goes to show you that if you're rich, the fire department cares about you."
Everyone will
Found
find
that
a
strange.
reason to complain about everything.
Yeah.
I was in Texas for I think it was like a movie festival. And I think 1 or 2 nights in, someone broke into my house. My wife and
I
my
remember
son
that.
were in there. Yeah. Luckily, the alarm went off. The police got there. And there were people in the comment section of my wife's video talking about this, saying the cops only showed up that fast because you guys are rich and white. And I was like, I mean, that's not a struggle, right? But the fact that there are people out there that have that, it's just like, God.
How would they know you're white when your alarm goes off?
They've
They've got a different. They're like white people alarm.
Well, we have a different 911. Everyone knows.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
Don't
this.
say that publicly. I don't want them calling over our 911. I mean, there's probably
It's 119.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, great, great.
No, but I was just like, that's where your head is. Not like you could say like anything, but
Yeah.
just that. It's like I am so thankful that they showed up in time because it's like my wife and my son's life, right?
Yeah.
And they showed up fast. They were badasses. Oh my God, so thankful. Yeah.
Well, God bless them. Let's move on anyway. I just thought I thought that we should talk about it. Has the fire affected you at all? Because
No.
we both, yeah.
It freaked out the staff a little. They
Are
thought,
they not natives?
I'd have to
Are
look.
they not used to the state being on fire?
No, but also I mean, think of like when you think of SoCal, you think of earthquakes, and there hasn't been like a really big one here
Yeah.
in a while. So I think it's just maybe they're just not there. I don't know. we set up we prepped a go bag. We made sure our cars were full
okay.
just in case.
Yeah,
Because I mean,
sure.
you probably got that alert that was like,
No.
No,
you
we
did?
didn't, actually.
oh
were-
well, is it because you guys got an Amber Alert and you were like, I don't need to be a part of this?
No.
We didn't. No, no.
We were
'Cause
like,
I think it's the same system.
We were safely situated between two
Yeah.
infernos.
We got lucky.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, we're in Woodland Hills, and so there was like a fire in Ventura, and there's a fire in wherever the fuck that is.
I think they call it the
405.
Skirball Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were like perfectly in the middle of both of those.
Right.
So
So you're good.
yeah, we were like, oh man.
Well, were you chill or were you actually trapped? Like,
We didn't attempt to leave.
No, yeah, I was staying at home.
Yeah.
I could feel the air, like
oh
we
yeah,
both
yeah.
started to feel sick, and then we're like, oh, obviously it's the fire, it's the smoke.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you just depending on like which way it was coming, because I would say the first day of the Ventura fire, I feel like around here we had way more smoke than actually the Skirball fire, because I was going, I think, west.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. I hate that it's affected so many people. I'm thankful that it didn't hit us.
That's so
yeah.
sad.
I mean, this picture really floored me here. This is from Ventura.
Wow.
This is the effect, bro. This entire neighborhood. This is even like in wilderness on a hillside or anything. This entire neighborhood was leveled.
It's crazy. I just
Like I got nothing to add to it. It's just
It's pretty
speechless,
incredible.
Pretty much.
No one to blame either. No countries to bomb. It's just like, damn, we got fucked up. That was an
Yeah.
act of God.
is that harder, you think, when there's no bad guy? Although I think some people have made a bad guy out of making it a global warming argument,
Mhm.
because I feel like, yeah, that is interesting. Sorry, sometimes people just say stuff that makes me think. Yeah, it is like a weirder situation when there's no like that guy
Yeah.
or them.
Mhm.
You know, it's just shit.
People
Horrible
are-
shit happens.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Apparently, we've got a call, fire call.
A fire call.
We've got a fire call.
Fire-related call.
You have been inactive. Okay, let's see here. We've got Kim. Kim is on the line. Hey,
Hi,
Kim, what's up? Hey, how are you?
Hi.
Good, and yourself?
I'm doing great. How were you affected by the fire?
So I actually live right at the Liberty Fire in Murrieta. I actually lived in the evacuation area right next to it. They had us evacuate us. I think last night they evacuated us to our local park. But thankfully, like last night, they were allowing us to go back home. But today they set up a new location for us to evacuate just in case if anything, happens. But thankfully, they've taken, the fire into control. Like I think it's 60% contained.
Right.
But it was really like nerve-wracking yesterday.
I mean, the winds died down last night. I noticed like it was pretty still out finally. But were you like in the evacuation zone? Was it just you could see the flames approaching you?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
almost definitely. It's like on a hill that's across our home, and it was in it was like a vegetated area, unincorporated. There's the word. And it was a bushfire, and you can see it kind of rolling over the hills, and it was just scary.
That's. I mean, how far away from it were you? I mean, it seemed like it was right in your backyard.
It literally is in front, like it's. I don't know if you can see it on the map, but like literally, there's a park, and like right behind that park, in Murrieta, there's like this big old hill, and it was just right in front of our home, and it was just kind of nerve-wracking because we didn't know if it was going to actually hit our homes or not. But
That's
I
horrifying.
mean, thankfully, we're okay.
Yeah, very glad that you guys are okay. I saw pictures from some of my dear friends, their families who are still in Ventura, and they took pictures from where I grew up, like a park, and in their front yard was just like completely, like, just cast in orange glow from, and the fire's just right in front of them, like place that I grew up. It was just really, really wild stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, like one of our like government, she worked at one of our schools. She lost her home, but
Wow.
we're just doing our best to help out those who have been affected because I'm very blessed that our home wasn't, but we just need to help out other people.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah.
And thanks for sharing your story with us. Appreciate you.
Stay safe.
Yeah, not a problem. Thank you. Have a good day,
Bye.
guys.
Take care. Shit's crazy.
I think that's one of the important things, though. Like something I mentioned earlier, but even then, hearing just some person's voice, it's a real person.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's very easy to think like it's like, okay, another thing happened. Let's do the text to donate, or it doesn't matter. Like, it's real people,
Yeah.
and it's like it's so important to remember that.
Yeah, I think that's really important. I agree.
Sorry, I got quiet. I was just like, it's like breaking my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I was getting emotional when I was looking at some of the imagery and stuff, especially like some of my friends and family in Ventura were just like, it's just, oh my God, shit happens, dude. It's weird.
Yeah.
We forget. You forget that shit happens, like in a big way.
Well, it's stuff like that. I think it gets you out of like the petty shit, right? Because
Yeah.
I remember, like, just I don't know. I don't know if we focus on the stupid petty shit because we're trying not to think like we're all gonna die one day. Like, if that's why we're just like, and that made me angry, and I'm gonna. But I don't know.
It's a measure of boredness.
You think so?
I think so. It's a symptom of a life of luxury.
Lack of focus, maybe. Lack of drive for something else.
When you're not fearful for your life and your safety.
Lack of like you're not like in survival mode.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can
Yeah.
worry about stupid shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But then think of how fast those of us who aren't affected are gonna just be like. And then today's different. I don't remember what I was thinking about yesterday.
Yeah.
But in a way, there's too much shit happening in the world. You can't like internalize. There's too much information available. You can't feel bad for it because there's too much awful shit happening constantly everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And the world is in a better place than it's ever been. But even still, there's just so much information. I can't simultaneously feel bad for LA. It's just not healthy to like carry around
Right.
that much grief with you. For like people in Syria, people here in Los Angeles who lost their house, people in Africa who are experiencing a famine. It's like you do what you know. Text a couple bucks and move on. Shit.
Right. And there is only so much time. That's one of the things that frustrates me sometimes with the show that we make, because we'll cover something and there's only so much time in the
Right.
show, and we have like we try to have a staple of domestic, international, maybe something internety, and then people will be like, why didn't you talk about this? You don't care about this. And I'm
Right.
like, but it is like there's like 10 horrible things happening at any given time, and it's the most important thing to 10 different groups of people. So it's hard. I think that way it sucks because you feel like you're always letting down 9 out of 10 people.
Right.
So you just got to just focus on the content.
Yeah, that's another topic. Always feeling that's part of the pitfall of being an online person. You're always disappointing someone, and they're happy to let you know it.
But isn't that the thing though? You can't, like I was saying before we started, like I used to use my social media as a way to just bitch about stuff and complain about stuff. And now I'm just like, no one wants to hear it from me.
Sure.
They're like, yeah, okay, great.
Yeah, I got problems. I got problems.
Yeah. They're like, I have the problems you have fucking 10 years ago. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a fucking stupid piece of
Right,
shit.
yeah.
Great.
Well, let's switch gears here a little bit. Since the last time we had you on the show, which was a long time ago,
Yes.
a lot has happened on YouTube and in your career specifically that led you to start your own Patreon,
Yes.
DeFranco Elite.
DeFranco Elite, yes.
I checked it yesterday. You're almost to 14,000 supporters, which I think put you either at 1 or 2 on the whole site.
I think number 2. Right now, there's like a drop off because Patreon changed the way that charging happens.
Yeah.
I got off of a Scream phone call because
Really?
all the people that all the creators on the site didn't know until a day before. No.
What changed?
So instead of usually it's like 5% fee goes to Patreon, right,
Yeah,
for all the services,
right.
which is great. And then they had it listed, I think, as like another 5%, but I guess it's somewhere between 5 and 10. I'm probably getting
They're
those numbers
adding
wrong.
an additional
Well,
5 to 10?
it's transaction fees, so it's through a bunch of different aggregates as far as how
Okay.
you're paying.
But you're getting, or whatever.
Right. So whatever number you
creator-
see, I think then there's like a percentage down.
Yeah.
I'd have to double check, but they changed it, so now there's the 5% fee, and then the other percentage is paid by the person that
Oh,
got it.
is doing the purchase.
Really?
Right. So it's like 2.9% and 35 cents, and
So if you're giving $1,
so those are the people that are hit the most.
Yeah.
And I think the important thing is, I think it's going to affect these smaller creators the most, and that's I think why it's for me also so infuriating, because you could have just asked people that use the site or make it. I had a conversation with them after the fact. It was an off the record conversation, so I can't say like the specifics.
yeah.
But I think you have to make it optional. It's obviously I don't look at Patreon as a donation. I see it as a transaction, right? it's not like a GoFundMe. People support
a
at different tiers
subscription.
because you get early videos, you get exclusive videos, exclusive live streams. We used to sell signed posters with my own merch company that I launched forever ago. All we did was we kind of migrated that over. So it's like you can just do that there. We have exclusive mug, stuff like that. So people can get their awesome shit, support the show, and move forward. But there are people that use it almost in a donation sort of way.
Sure.
And those are the people I think they're going to get hit the most because those guys, they accept $1, right? Because we use ours as a service, we have our first tier at $5. Like what we did is kind of based off of Rooster Teeth first. They have like a $5 and I think a 35, and maybe it's 50.
Okay.
So we do 5, 10, 35. And it just, I don't know. It really
So if you
the main thing
donate
is
$1
conversation. The main thing is conversation because sorry, I'm like feeling how I was feeling when I was screaming. It's a platform. Like I love Patreon, right? Rather than having to when we did our jump, rather than having to create an owned and operated thing, there's just a built-in thing that we could start it on. I still plan on migrating it to an owned and operated because I see it as a service. But they constantly talk about their best asset are its creators. Then why didn't you fucking talk to us? Why? On such a massive change that affects everyone. Like it's great to everyone to shit talk YouTube, but when you're the counterculture, you're the answer to the problem, right? And I mean this, whether it be indie media, whether it be this, you can't then do the same shit, or at least call yourself on it. I do think that they are calling themselves on it, but it's just talk, just talk. Most everything online, I think you guys probably feel the same as far as communication. It comes down to communication.
Yeah, for sure.
It's so frustrating. I don't know. That's what I'm
Well, so you're saying that if you donate $1, you're going to lose like 10% of it, as opposed to like if you donate $5, it's going to be so much.
Well, I think the
it's
big
like-
thing is also to take away the word donate, right? I personally do not see Patreon as a GoFundMe, as a donation service. There are some people that once again that use it, but I think that when you have someone that's paying $1 for whatever it is, so like the cosplayers will do like special shoots, and Dave Rubin does exclusive live streams and stuff like that. I think, but yeah, you're going to the people that are going to be affected the most are the $1 tier. The people that maybe to them the $1 seems like a donation rather than a purchase. Yeah,
right. Well, I wanted to ask you basically that since you've switched to Patreon,
yes.
Or I guess started it, how has that direct support changed your operation? Because I know before you were owned and operated by Discovery. What was it?
So it was Discovery, and then well, it was originally I think we did deal with Revision 3, then we were Discovery Digital Network Property, then we were Group 9, right? So there was a lot of exchanging of hands, a lot of different people. I can only talk so much about that legally, but what questions do you have? Because I can answer something.
Well, okay, I just want to know basically how has it changed now that you're owned by yourself, right? You own it.
Yes.
Presumably you bought the rights to it for yourself.
Right.
And now your fans or patrons or whatever you want to call it, subscribers, are the ones that are funding your show. So how is the experience different?
Well, one, I would say it's amazing. There's no day that we walk in going, today we could just lose money because we're going to make a Philip DeFranco show. We have when I first bought the rights back, bought the channel back, we had 6 employees. As we're kind of branching out and building out, we have 16 employees, right?
Wow.
And so it's kind of the build.
16. That's so.
That's a lot.
That's surprising that you have so many.
Well, because right now we only have the 2 channels, and so it kind of goes around the same build out of when I first launched. I don't know if you guys are familiar with SourceFed.
Yes.
So early on, the whole point, or the whole way that I kind of try and grow a business is we grow fat so that we can split off and then operate lean. So grow fat, operate lean, and it's incredibly important. So that's what we did before launching SourceFed. Before we launched SourceFed Nerd, the reason we had 6 hosts and a shit ton of editors on SourceFed was so that we could then split off into SourceFed Nerd, right? Operates clean, lean. And also there's a lot of training. We brought on researchers to help with the show, but also a lot of the new content. And there's a lot of having to work with these guys so that, like, we started with 4, we have 3. There were several times during the process of trying to train these guys that we almost threw out like career-ending false information that I had to like catch at the last second.
Oh my God.
But the 3 that I have now are fucking awesome. Like I trust. I don't want to say blind trust because that's when you get into a scary place. But that's like my new core. So now in the next jump, as we start creating these new shows, need more researchers, need more people to investigate into situations. I have my core, and I don't have to train them myself, right? So build out there. PAs for set building. It's kind of low cost, low-ish need because we're still just testing sets, testing angles, building things out while I'm doing the show. New editor, someone to handle Patreon fulfillment, so making sure people get their posters. When something gets lost in the mail or broken, all someone has to do is send a message. They contact Hillary. She's badass. She handles it. And so right now we're still in the build-up. We keep everyone that's on DeFranco Elite. We have these end-of-month town halls, and we're like, these are our new hires. These who are looking for. These are the shows we're working on. We've tested one show that we were feeling pretty comfortable with. It's not a good show.
What was it?
It was supposed to be our like non-newsy show. We were like, yeah, sure. That can be like personality based. We're not going to run with it. It was called Yuck City. We probably moved forward with getting graphic packages and doing everything too soon. But like our big thing is beginning of next year. I want to say semi-daily. I'm scared to promise daily live shows. Going back to podcasts.
Daily live shows.
Yeah. So once again, this is if you're coming from DeFranco Elite, this is not news to you. For general public, I want to have a mishmash of the podcasts that if you ever saw the podcast I did with Casey Neistat, right? I want to maximize on that model because I love this, right? It's just like when you're across from someone, you're not doing like that side thing or someone's across the room. It feels like a real conversation.
Yeah.
So I want to mix that with involving the audience a lot more. Yesterday I tweeted out, it's like an early version of an app that we've had that we're going to release soon that kind of brings back, on a base level, you could say it just does video responses. But what we see it as is just this big jump into having that direct video to video connection with our audience, right? You can still comment, text, and stuff like that, but the focus is video.
What does video to video mean?
Oh, so I just mean like, I'll whip it out.
Whip it out, boy.
Whip it out for you. It's called the Philip DeFranco app, but it's not going to be called that. So it's just a really basic thing of, so I'll have a video right there, and that's essentially going to be, sorry if you can't see it on camera, it's essentially going to be me.
Mike.
Dan
said it. That was
sorry.
Dan. Dan's
sorry.
like, Mike.
Dan's like, hey, can you let that fucking idiot know? So essentially, once again, very, very basic thing. We try and make things everything involved with what we're doing very simple. So all this is just, this will probably be initially for, what's your opinion on this, right? I talked yesterday about a story with August Ames taking her life, right? And there were a lot of people sharing stories of people they personally lost, right? And there's only so connected you can feel to text, right? And I want people to have like a conversation. I even I suspended the Friday show as it was being done because it was essentially just me replying to comments, and I wanted something that was more, right? And I've said it for several years. Like, I understand that it was only serving a small portion of the audience, but I loved video responses. I felt so connected.
So you make individual video responses to comments?
Yeah. So essentially what will happen is, these are some videos I made last night, or no, that one is, but there'll be a video and I'll say like, what's your opinion? What's a story you have around this? If it's a story in the news, what's your insight? Anything like that. And then people can just easily submit.
Interesting.
And the most important thing is it's easy for us to extract. Right now you can do it on Twitter, but it's semi-public. You can do it on Instagram and Snapchat, but you're stuck in vertical or there are limitations. So we wanted to have this whole ecosystem where we built this out. And then people, once again, when I say video to video, it's not just people sending video responses. There can then be sub-threads of people talking to one another.
Interesting. So this is something you're working on.
Yeah.
My other question, my follow-up that you touched on a bit was, what are your plans for the news organization that you're starting, and what are the plans, or do you have plans to expand beyond the Philip DeFranco show?
Yes. No, of course. The biggest thing, the best success I've had so far is hiring researchers and organizing some of the new things we're going to launch. Where we've had the biggest problem was right before my baby was born. My plan was get researchers, get a COO. right? Someone that's running my
Right,
business
right.
for the 5 to 6 hours that I'm in that room.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Like, I love doing my show. It's but it's very hard to grow past that when that is 70% of your day.
Sure.
We had someone lined up for reasons I won't go into. After lots and lots of negotiation and kind of going through the process, it fell through. And that really, I mean, it's not the one thing that fucked my timeline.
Really?
Because eventually,
It's hard to find good people. I mean, me and you know that now.
the big thing for me is trust. The last time I
Yeah.
put someone in a position of power, it was fucking no good. It was
Really?
the worst thing I've ever done.
Oh.
Can you talk about it? That
no.
sounds interesting.
Nope, that person is on a specific list.
They're on the no.
People I can't
fly.
talk about.
Okay.
God. Fuck. But luckily, I have like a fantastic executive producer and Amanda Moronis. I think you might have also met her. She's a fucking bamf. Like the show as is would struggle if she wasn't in the company. But she's been handling like fucking 6 jobs along with me. But we've been still growing, still good. Also, the other hard thing is finding people for camera. In LA, we've found either people are immensely far too liberal, and that can be offset if I can find someone very, very conservative, but it is very hard. Because it's very easy to find an entertainer that can make news consumable. That's what I did with SourceFed, right? You have to go through a shit ton of people. You find people that are genuinely talented. That's great. But when it comes to what we're doing, there has to be a respect there. Some of the respect can be kind of handed off from me to whoever this person is, right? This is me vouching for someone. But one, I have to find someone that I can actually vouch for, and someone that's reliable, and someone that they want this to be their main thing, and not a thing that just promotes to their thing, right? I need like partners.
Right.
Now we're going through the process, but I think those are the biggest hurdles.
You're tasked with finding on-screen talent that can hold their own show under your umbrella.
Yeah.
Like an anchor, like one of these political shows you see on television.
Yeah. And because I mean, my big thing is I want this to be someone's main thing. I want to be supportive of them and make sure they're good. And I don't want to lock them down in some contract that makes things weird, right? What
was a
just
weird timing.
happened?
That was a weird
and
timing on
that's
the
when my
soundboard.
father passed away. My father's actually alive. No one freak out.
Oh man, yeah. Save that for something more tragic when we're talking about. Just pop us all with that. I don't know if that was intentional, but it was certainly interesting, huh?
Yeah. But yeah,
Dan said, "Lol, fuck, sorry."
But that's
You
but
can
this is
talk
all
then.
once again, this is all stuff that we shared our town halls. We try not to talk about stuff that's too I'm trying to put this
That's
fucking
derailed.
thing.
That's derailed. We just ended this conversation.
Anyway.
I think he said that it wasn't intentional.
Oh, was it?
Which
He
makes
He
it
just slipped.
Yeah.
that's really
He's like,
funny.
"All right, Dan. All right, Bill, I'm cutting you off."
He's like, anyway, we just
Dan.
lost 3,000 fucking viewers. Shut the fuck up about this.
Spam the soundboard. No, that's not what happened. Pretty interesting, Dan. Very interesting approach. I like your production style.
And right when they get to a point, just fucking shock everybody.
Yeah.
Just throw everyone off their game.
All right, listen. Let's take our break. We've got a lot of stuff still left to talk
Oh
about.
my goodness.
I did have one. Let's see. I
have
had
a
one
follow-up?
more actually question about Patreon that I want to.
Yes.
How do you see Patreon fitting into your long-term goals? Do you see it winding down as the business becomes self-sufficient, or is it like an integral part of your business model going forward? How do you see the future of it?
My plan is to move it over to an owned and operated site because the problem is I think far too many people view Patreon as a donation service. They have made changes internally and with how they market their company so that they can get away from it. But
that is
for
how
people
it's
that
known,
Patreon's not
pretty
their every day, they
Yeah.
don't look at it like they still see it as like a donation service. So once again, the way that we view ourselves is it's transaction. You're getting all this stuff. Obviously, it's fan funding in the sense of the same way like when you sell a shirt, when you sell merch, because all that money is going right back into trying to create more and more content, right? When someone buys a shirt, they're not buying the shirt because it's just like pretty cool, right? They're wanting to buy it because it's supporting you, right? Because they're
sure.
part of something. But my thing, especially after what happened today, my plan was to move off in 2 to 3 years I think that unless something else changes or there's a communication issue, I do not want to be liable for other people's choices, right? The whole point of everything that we've done is so that I'm a master of my own future,
Yeah.
right? And so when someone just fucking changes everything, like your core, the thing that has made you bulletproof, we still deal with it, like demonetization issues today. The people that are on DeFranco Elite, that get the stuff, they're supporting us that way. They make my show bulletproof. I don't have to worry about demonetization. I don't have to worry about what we're seeing more and more of these fucking crowds of people that don't like what you say, and they find some shit you said like 20 years ago out of context, and then they try and make you lose your job, lose your sponsor. I don't have to worry about that because I have an audience that supports what we're doing. They're here for what I'm doing and here for what we're building.
Right.
And that's I mean, it's fantastic. As far as it winding down, we knew that in the first year that there would be initial drop-off. There are people that just support, want to be there, and then they'd leave. But our long-term thing is releasing content early, some exclusive stuff, but it's mainly a focus on the early content because we want to, especially with what we talk about, we want to make sure that gets out there because we're always trying to have a conversation about news and pop culture because I think it's important to have an actual dialogue and not just scream at each other when you can. Sometimes you still do.
Right. Okay. I mean, I like the idea of, I think that it would be useful, the separation of being like, hey, this is a subscription service.
Right.
Because Patreon definitely does hold the connotation of being like a donation site.
Yeah.
I mean, when we were using it a long time ago, I had the attitude of like, I at one point I just removed the rewards altogether because I was like, look,
because we were
defeats
doing
the
it
purpose
ourselves,
for us.
and at
Right.
a certain point it became so much work that we couldn't that would have been our main job just
Yeah.
to fulfill sending stuff to people.
Totally.
well, at the time, Ela was like,
I was actually
shit,
hand making
so
stuff. Yeah, that was.
I was just like, listen, just help us out if you want. That was a while ago, but like, I think that would be
I think
interesting
for their
separation.
future,
Yeah.
and I think that's why they've started making references to your business, your shows,
Sure.
things like that. I think that they are understanding, because it's a massive tool for me. But I also think that it's something that we can do on our own and operated site. And I think that's the plan, is to start slowly moving now.
Okay. All right, let's take a quick break, guys. We will be right back with Philip DeFranco. Thank you to our sponsor, Mancrates. It's really hard to pick out the perfect gift, but all too easy to totally flub it up. You all know what I'm talking about. Introducing Mancrates.com, the surest way to find gifts that guys will actually love, guaranteed. These guys sent me a whiskey appreciation crate, and it was like, it's a unique and incredible experience. They set it in a crate and they make you pry it open with a crowbar. My testosterone levels were peaking. I was fully torqued. My hair was like freaking growing out my face, dude. It was crazy, bro. I mean, and I mean this in a good way. I know that maybe
It was
sounds
actually
unappealing.
not that hard to open it.
Well, it's
for anyone who's kind of worried.
right. It's a fun level of challenge.
Yeah.
I was slightly worried that I was gonna like break
Not
a
be
nail.
able to-
I'm not like the manliest guy. It was just fun. It was fun. Bro, I've been like fully erect since then, though. Seriously. That's like the manliest thing I've done in my whole life. Listen, they send you great gifts with hundreds of options in crates. It's a total blast. This isn't a Cheese of the Month club or a new tie. Okay, Man Crates offers over 100 hand-curated gift collections for every type of guy, from the rugged outdoorsman to the sports fanatic and everything in between. That's right, everything. They actually have incredible amount of options. I was blown away by the diversity there. Like the whiskey appreciation crate with a personalized decanter and glasses for his favorite drink. That's the one I got. It's got my name on it. I got huge. It's great. Or the Grillmaster crate with a brass knuckle meat tenderizer and a cast iron smoker box. Beat your meat. Literally. Just go to mancrates.com, pick the perfect crate, and choose the delivery date. Did that rhyme? I feel like that was like
It
in
did
rhythm.
kind of.
Go to mancrates.com, pick the perfect crate, and choose the delivery date. It's like a little poetry. When his crate arrives, he gets to pry that bad boy open with his own laser-engraved crowbar. Both Men's Health and Allure magazine are saying man crates are the perfect gift for men, and those two don't agree on anything. Everyone knows that. They're like the Capulets and the Montagues. Those two. I wonder what Goop has to say about Man Crates. They have thousands of 5-star reviews on every Man Crate. Comes with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Own the holidays with Man Crates. It's a lot of fun, honestly. I think any guy receiving this would have a total blast. So go to mancrates.com/H3 and get 5% off your order, guys. That is 5% off at Man Crates with an S at the end. mancrates.com/H3. Man Crates with an S at the end. .com/H3. Thank you for your support. And finally, talk about beating your meat. I'm ready to meet the Meat Man, Omaha Steak, our next sponsor. Oh, I'm a meat man.
That is
Either
true.
am I a meat man or am I a meat man?
Ethan loves steaks, and he's really good at cooking them, too.
Oh, thank you. That's an unexpected compliment. Listen, guys. Omaha Steaks is giving an insane deal to our fans right now in spirit of the holidays. For $4.99, you can get the family gift. $49.99. $50 essentially minus 1 cent if you do the arithmetic. You can get my family gift pack when you go to Omaha Steaks. And what you have to do is go to the website, omahasteaks.com, and search the code H3. So go to the search bar, enter H3, and you're going to get 75% off this bad boy here. $200 when sold separately, together $49.99. This pack offers Omaha Steaks is a unique gift for gourmet food lovers. They got over 500 gourmet gift ideas, great steak experiences, the most flavorful aged tender beef, seafood, poultry, pork, veal, lamb. My God. It's a mayhem, man. There's just animals of every type getting packaged up out there. But I love it because I eat it. They also have veggies, desserts, appetizers, pasta, soup, seasoning, sauces, and so much more. That's everything. Convenient, quick shopping. Aged 21 days to unlock the full flavors of the cuts, my friends. Hand-trimmed, vacuum-sealed. Online recipes, wine pairings, and more. Let me tell you what's in that family. What is it called? The family gift pack. This is going to blow your mind. For $49.99. 2 fillets. 2 filet mignons, 2 top sirloins, 2 boneless pork chops, 4 boneless chicken breasts, 4 kielbasas. I love saying kielbasa. I'm happy that they brought that. So kielbasas, 4 kielbasa sausages, 4 burgers, 4 potato au gratin. That's a little too classy for me to say properly. It's potato scallopini. I don't know what's fancier. Whatever.
Gratin.
Gratin. 4 caramel apple tartlets. 1 Omaha Steak seasoning package. Plus, my friends, in honor of me saying kielbasa and having so much fun, they're adding an additional 4 kielbasa sausages free. It's a kielbasa party. Go to omahasteaks.com and enter the code H3 into the search bar and get 75% off. It's the gift guaranteed to be a hit, my friends. I want this pack for everyone in my life and myself too. I got to get those kielbasas. So, my friends, if you're in the market for some meat or some
sausages,
no,
or chicken.
Crates.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
If you're in the market for a great gift for a guy or some meats, consider supporting our sponsors to help support the show. Guys, thank you so much. Let's get right back into the Beautiful Bastards with Philip DeFranco. Welcome back to the H3 Podcast with Philip DeFranco. I got one more follow-up question about the Patreon.
Yes.
There's a lot of people who, I guess, criticize people who have Patreons because I guess there's a distinction, like you said, about a donation versus a subscription model or something.
Right, and I think that there are people on the site that do it in that way. I think even you guys were referencing that when you had one, you used it in that way.
Definitely.
And I think that they exist in both places. And you can usually tell the difference based on, are you getting something or are you not getting something, right? And I mean in a per month, right? Content, things, my merch business is integrated into what we do there. But yeah, wait, sorry, I cut your question off.
Well, so the point that I'm getting at is that a lot of the criticism that people levy against some people on Patreon, something that you do too,
Yes.
is that they hide the amount of money they get. They only show the number of
Right.
Patreons they have. And so my question is, what is your
Reasoning?
what is your reasoning for hiding the dollar amount?
Well, I would say one, we choose just to not show it. I think when you start a conversation with hide, it automatically seems like something
Okay.
nefarious.
I guess
is happening.
you
Sure. No,
yeah.
I think it's 100%
I mean, it
a
is par
valid
for the
question.
course
It is
on
a valid
Patreon,
question,
so,
and I am glad that
yeah.
it's coming from someone that has not been salivating to try and destroy my career in one way or another for years. So I don't show it because we don't see it, once again, as donations. If it was a donation site, like when there was the legal fund, right? Of course, show it. But I see what we're doing, once again, as very close to Rooster Teeth first. We're in like the infancy of it. More and more of the content is being made. Content, stuff, access, all that there's a one-to-one transaction. So in one way, it's the same reason why any other small business that has a subscription service like that wouldn't say, this is how much money we're making every
Sure.
individual month, that you're going to dissect and then start trying to make one-to-one comparisons. The second is, while I think that a lot of my audience understands business, like we go kind of, our demo is very much like people that are entrepreneurs and trying to move forward, whether they're in the infancy of that or they are. There are enough people that do not understand everything that goes into building a business, not just operating, but growing, that I think it would be too damaging. People not taking into account that all of that money is obviously taxable. All of that money, I have to pay salaries. On top of that, benefits. I have to not only have insurance on all our gear, but if I have I have a plan in case someone doesn't like some shit I said about them and they're going to try and sue me into silence.
Really?
Like, yeah, well, I have to.
Is there insurance for that? There's
Yeah,
like,
I had a conversation today. They're like, "You're covered, you're covered on everything," and then in addition, we have an umbrella package.
Right.
Right.
We can't get that because
right.
we've been sued before.
Really?
We can't get umbrella packages.
Oh, that was what we were trying to get?
There's like a liability
Yes.
against lawsuits for
Right.
like
We were-
defamation or copyright.
yeah.
We can't get it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there's all that. Then there's rent, utilities. There's probably stuff that I'm not even thinking of right now. And the only thing that I feel then comfortable in sharing, and I think it's the reason why it's so frustrating to me, is like I'm paying myself less money than I made last year. I'm paying myself 7 figures less than what I could have signed a deal for if I just wanted to make money. If I wanted, because once again, everyone's trying to, or not everyone, the people that are trying to go after me, and most of them are doing it with really bad information. I don't know if they're peddling bullshit or they know that they are lying. I do not want to just assume someone's lying to kind of try and go for my throat. But like wait, I lost my track. Where was I?
You were talking about operational cost and
Right.
people peddling bullshit.
Right. So, and then people try and muddy the water and they'll say, like, Philip DeFranco, he's worth $20 million. And then in the same thing, they'll say, like, $8 million. And, like, that's a fucking range. Both of those are wrong, by the way.
Yeah.
And then they'll reference Philip DeFranco. He was a founder of Maker Studios. That dude's fucking loaded. What about the part that it's public information? If you just do a fucking little bit of research, I got a fucking nothing. I got nothing from that sale, right? And that's
That's a big difference.
By
That's
the
a
way,
whole
you
legal
must
matter.
feel really bad about that.
No. I think it feeds into...
I'm kidding. about the makers.
No,
Yeah.
I was but
Really?
when I say things like, for me, it's not about the money. Like for me, making money, that it's like there are so many different avenues. I could cut from why am I growing a 16-person staff when I had 6? When I could just cut down to 2 and just do the Philip DeFranco show, cut everything else out, and make more money. It just doesn't make sense, and it's just generally frustrating. And I don't know. I just had it in my head of what else I wanted to say. I try not to engage when anyone tries to fling shit at me, because if you engage once, they expect you to engage on everything, and then if you don't, they're like, well, that's a tell. And it's like, no, I just don't want to deal with the obviously incorrect bullshit. Like the people the people going at me, they're the same people that could fucking use some extra money for maybe a proper research team when the person involved is someone that's fucking falsely accused someone of being a pedophile, and then, oh, it's okay though, they apologized afterwards. Or when it's the same person that's fucking, I don't want to use his name because he feeds off of it, but the same person that when I was talking about the Daddy of 5 story, threatened to say that I was abusing my child. He has deleted that video. He said if the kids from the Daddy of 5 family get taken away, I'm gonna call I'm gonna say child abuse with you. And I'm like, you're gonna make a false child abuse claim? You fucking, like, that's the kind of person that goes after you. And I try not to engage. I try and do nothing. And it's so frustrating to see someone that's, I don't know, it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
It's always really frustrating to see wrong information about yourself out there in general. We've seen it too about ourselves. Not even related to who is saying what. Just it's so frustrating to know. Wait, this is wrong. But
when you get to a certain.
Also, wait, I want to say there is a picture that says, and it's such a genius move. Well, it's either genius or incredibly stupid. There is a picture that. They don't do any research into all the stuff we've built out, which we've been very public about. If you watch like a vlog or tweets or fucking anything, they're like the most he gets or the most he's done with his Patreon is he changed his pillows, right? And then they say, and that's what he gets for $250,000 a month on Patreon, which I will say is an absurd and ridiculous number. Now it's idiotic if they actually think I make that, or it's genius because they're throwing out such a bullshit number that they're like, well, then what is it? And then I still stand by the same reasons of why we don't choose to share that number, especially with, I mean, once again, we were talking about it. I do plan to move it off because I understand why there is a connotation with Patreon and donations. And that's in no way what we see ourselves as and in no way what we're doing. It's fan funding in the sense of selling a shirt, giving a product, giving videos, etc. Anyway, that felt good.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I think the analogy that you made about other subscription services, because it's a business, it's the backbone of your business.
Yeah.
And, I mean, if the people who subscribe to your Patreon are satisfied.
Right. And that was one of the things, too. It's like one person didn't get their poster, and they're like, Philip DeFranco scamming his fans. Right. They're paying for posters. And I'm like, one person? Have you ever mass shipped a product? Shit breaks, shit gets lost. That's why we have a person that's dedicated to make sure you get your shit. Like, that's why that person gets paid. Make sure you use that person.
I guess there's a natural segue here to my next point.
Dogs.
Dan, mash all the soundboard buttons together.
Oh, God.
Whoa, we got a Wu-Tang. Ain't nothing to fuck with. Where'd that come from?
That was kind of cool.
I've never felt whiter.
Yeah, the Patreon thing is really, it's tough because, like, I think the separation of it, I think the point that you make is the most important of separating it out from subscription to straight up donation, right?
Right. Like,
that's the reason we closed ours so long ago, because we're like, look, we recognize that taking your money at this point is disingenuous because we're self-sufficient now.
And at the time we used it, we really needed the money.
Right.
It was really helpful. But that was a different case. Like, that was before AdSense made any money for us or before we had any sponsors. So it was really just a donation-based thing. Yeah, but what you're describing is actually different.
Yeah, it's really, I've always been torn on the whole Patreon thing.
And that's the thing. Like, I can't get angry at people that are being fed information that's wrong, or they just have like that connotation in their head of, oh, okay, that's a donation thing.
Yeah, the connotation is
but
there.
the thing that's frustrating is the people that then lean into bullshit, even though the actual information, if you just do your work, especially
it's
if you're
a
going to...
juicy story.
All the pieces, like all the attempts to hit me, all it did was make me feel such an appreciation for iDubbbz. Like, when he goes after you, he hits you clean, and you just have to watch the video and be like, well, fuck me. Like, and then you watch other people, and you're like, oh shit, this is some bush league. Did you need the AdSense? Also, wait, I want to point something out, right? Because I'm so ridiculous. I screenshot this because it was so priceless. The guy, one of the guy, I don't want to mention his name, that went after me for having a Patreon, which gives us stability, gives us safety, is helping us grow. I think within 24 hours of that same video, he tweeted, had enough of YouTube, demonetized my videos, so I appealed and it gets monetized. I wake up again and it's demonetized again. Overnight, my views have been cut in half and my videos have been getting demonetized like crazy. So demotivated.
Right.
Fuck you.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, they're like, okay, even let's say I agree.
I would have been so sad if my closeout for that was me cracked my phone.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny. Let's say, like, I'm going to look at this from all sides, like, objectively. Like, I have some issues with Patreon. I have some reservations about it. But even if I say I feel uncomfortable with the idea of Patreon, you can only scam people on Patreon to an extent. Like people know what they're getting themselves into.
Right.
They know what they're giving money for.
Right.
And they are free to stop anytime. It's not like you can't really. By the very nature of it, you can't really. I mean, nobody's giving money against their will, and the whole thing itself is pretty upfront. Like the whole system of it.
The only way you could be scammed is in two ways. One, I'm just pocketing the money and I'm making bank, and just keep in mind. Wait, I said this somewhere else, not to you. I'm paying myself last. No, I already said it.
Yeah.
Oh God, I lost it. Sorry, guys. Who am I?
There's two ways to scam on Patreon.
Right. So it's you charge for something and then you don't send it out to them. Right. So like a poster, which once again, if anyone's ever supported us, you didn't get your shit. Contact us. There is an easy way to get it, and the people that don't get it are incredibly in the minority. The second is growth. Right. We said that we want to get more videos, get more everything out. But even in the launch video, I say I don't want to blow smoke up your ass. You're not going to support this, and then instantly this news network exists. It's going to take time. And I'm not saying that just because I want to take my time, but because I know, having built a business before, there are pitfalls. There are things where you're just like, fuck, we can't move on this. Right. This is hard, especially in a business that I personally care about trust so much with everyone that we bring on, because I've had some specific horrible instances in the past that I never want to experience again. So yeah. Just stuff like that. It's just, I think. But what other what other problems do you have? Because I want to.
My thing with Patreon is when I support people on Patreon, I don't really expect. My attitude is that I'm donating to support this person. That's how I see it, and I think that's how most people see it.
There are people that I support just like that.
I support people on Patreon, and I don't expect anything, in exchange. If people are expecting something and they don't get it, like I don't know. I mean, it depends on the person. It could be a scam. I don't know. Right. And then, I guess the other way that you could scam someone is making it sound like you're struggling more. Is that a scam? Implying that you're struggling more than you are?
I mean, I wouldn't say exactly a scam. I guess it's less.
No,
that's honest. You should be honest, right? It's dirty.
And I think, like in our video, we talked about very risky. I was going from a situation where I had a paycheck no matter what. We could have been getting 3 views per video. I can still take that check to the bank. I'm good. But I had to buy the channel back. I didn't have to, but I took my staff, which then all needed salaries, then lawyers' fees, then the new place, then getting gear if we weren't able to already get some of the gear in a contract. So it's a lot of initial cost, and also specifically with launching this new thing, you don't know what kind of backlash you're going to get. There have been people that tried to launch things on Patreon, and it fucking maimed their career. And I think it's just properly explaining what you're going to do with it. It was protecting properties and shows that already exist. Sorry. How rude. Yeah. No. Protecting properties and shows that already exist, and trying to build out. Because once again, I want to fill a hole that I see on the internet that bothers me. It's why I do my show. It's why I want to expand. And even with the shit, it's can you imagine if I actually was scamming people, that's fucking career suicide. On top of just being horrible.
There'd be more people talking about not getting shit, I would assume.
Right, eventually.
But there might be a screenshot of 4 to 10. Oh my goodness. That randomly pops up and we're gonna believe all of them.
But here's you're
obviously,
free to leave.
and I'm saying that's not even a thing. Right. It's literally based off of one tweet from a guy that's but I don't think he's scamming anybody.
I saw that tweet by Scarce, actually. I thought it was, he's I didn't get my stuff, but I think he's good and the money's going to good use. It's
contact us, send a message. I'll also send you a mug. I don't think you were at that tier, but I'll send you a mug.
I was saying to you when we were on break, and I'll say it here too, I think your idea of eventually moving it to a different platform, it's probably a really good idea, because Patreon is just by nature associated with just being a donation.
Right. And I think that once again, I think they're trying to get past it.
They probably will eventually.
But as long as there are people that use it in that manner, which, hey, no hate, there are a lot of small creators that, they don't need more shit on their plate in addition to what they're already providing. I think for me personally, just because everything that I do and that connotation, same thing I said on the phone today to Jack Conti, my plan has been expedited to get offsite. Obviously, that's not specifically because of the connotation, but it definitely plays into it.
Yeah, I think it would help, like, help thwart some of the criticism because you making that crowbar separation. But I think a lot of it is just fueled by bitterness that, like, you get.
Well, I never want to say that it's bitterness, right?
I mean,
there are some people that just do it.
It's there's people that are bitter that we're making money now, and like somehow I just see that it bothers people, and it's what fuels their criticism of you. It's like there's something of like I don't know what it is. Like if I'm not walking around in like Gucci and fucking flaunting my wealth all the time, I'm being dishonest about how much money I'm making or something. I mean, I don't talk about how much money we make because I just don't find it becoming.
Right. I get that. And some people just like different shit. Like I put my money in like tech, right? Like I have like I think I got this shirt from J. Crew. I don't know, which is a nice quality shirt, which you should buy unless you guys have a clothing brand.
Yeah. Well, we still need. Yeah, I'm not there yet. I'm not. By the way,
I was giving you an opportunity.
This sweater is fucking insane, bro. This is coming drop 2.
Holy shit!
In January.
It came out amazing. Says "happy like that" down the sleeves.
Wait, what is it? Happy like that, like someone who would wear a sweater with a teddy bear on it.
Yeah, just happy like that. Yeah, totally. I don't know. It's all sloppy. I mean, if anyone could look at our channel and not like assume that we're doing very well, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? I mean, we're not. And I guess the same would be true of any large YouTuber. You have to assume to a certain extent that they're wealthy.
Well, it's dangerous though too, because there are people that don't have the kind of post schedules. They have kind of content where like we've been very fortunate to have been on the site for a long time, and also in addition to our support, work with specific sponsors that totally back us. It's so like I hate when people assume every creator has like a shit ton of money, because there's some people out there that haven't monetized properly, or they're new, or they don't have a good release schedule, and they're not making that much. They're going like check to check.
Yeah, sure.
And so I think like that's the thing. Like I'm doing fine.
It does
I'm great.
really vary.
But
I mean, look, if you're getting over 10 million views a month, for the most part, you're probably
it also depends
making
on
a nice living.
It also depends on region. I have some friends
Yes,
that,
of course.
that like it's like Spanish focused audience.
Yeah.
And
It
like,
does
we make
really
fucking
vary.
nothing.
It's actually, it's kind of hard to
If
make
you're
a
American,
statement.
if you're American.
Okay, yeah, I think putting it there.
It also depends how long your videos are. It
Playing the game.
Still, even if you're getting the worst monetization and you're getting 10 million views a month, you're still probably making like around at least $10,000 a month.
What?
At minimum.
well, yeah.
Wait, say that
If you're
again?
American, if you're getting 10 million views a month, you're gonna probably be making at least, and you're American, and you have a mostly American English-speaking audience.
Yes.
You're probably gonna be making at least $10,000 a month.
It also depends on your demonetization issues. I've seen
Yeah.
people that have
Yeah.
far worse demonetization issues than
I
me.
feel like even then,
Mhm.
even these days, you have to really be fucking up to not monetize it to that level. I'm just trying to be frank about like how money works on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, but I'm trying to also keep it open in the sense of like, because I know guys that get triple my views, but on AdSense they get less because their audience isn't English speaking. So they may be American, but
That's an exception
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
but yeah.
I don't know.
Just,
Dan,
Anyway.
smash the.
Wait, yeah, he
Smash
can't
the
hit
soundboard,
it
would you?
now,
And
for those
but he
reasons,
can hit it with.
Well,
That's a
it's a
good
good
one.
segue. Something I've been thinking a lot about.
Yes.
Off like the amount of criticism that you can get when you're you're at a point where it's so easy to shoot up, right? To punch up. When we were coming up on YouTube, we could talk shit, say anything about anyone, and like you don't feel the sense of responsibility. You don't feel so much the consequence of what you're saying because you're just some guy and like we would talk shit and say anything about anyone. But when you're on top and you become the guy that everyone has that attitude about,
Right.
it definitely affects you. So my question is, how important is headspace to what you do?
What do you mean headspace?
Like where are you mentally? Like, I found like, how your mood affects, like, do you focus on your mental health? Like, you've conquered the physical world in a sense, right?
I would have started saying it at least.
But do you find the conquering the internal world of your own mind is something that you ever think about? Like, is it part of your daily routine?
Only
at all?
recently. inside my head is a very horrible, toxic place. I think, like a lot of people that, once again, it's not like a pity story. Part of being here is being criticized by everyone for everything that you do, and so it can be a toxic place. I think a skill that I've worked on pretty well is not stopping for every barking dog, to not say everything that I feel like saying, because my words have really sharp teeth. Sometimes it does slip out. It's something that I try and think about and work on, despite my audience, whenever it comes out, letting me know they love that. And I'm just like, oh, but I hate that part of myself. I've recently, over the past week, started trying to meditate five minutes a day, and it has oddly put me in a good place. I thought it was kind of bullshit, but just taking a moment to just like say fuck all things, like ideas are gonna go through your minds. Just to try as well as you can to not grab onto them. Like just be fine with not like letting a thought pass. Once again, in no way an expert. I'm still on my free trial at Headspace.
Yeah, no, I'm curious on a personal level because, like,
did you talk about your tweet? Because I wanted to ask you about that.
I haven't really. Well, the one about fame.
Yeah, which I think probably connects to it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm putting you on the spot now.
No, not at all. It's all fair game.
Yeah.
I just found like it's just been so weird. Like in the past month, or in the past year generally, I've only become aware of it in the past like month or maybe two, where my mood's just been like steadily decreasing to a more negative, cynical, cold place. And it's really been affecting my work too. I find that my comedy and the work we do is best when I have levity in my heart. As corny as that sounds, right?
That's like the least comedian thing I've ever heard.
I don't know why.
That's good though. That seems healthy.
When I'm unhappy and I'm anxious and I'm in an awful mood, I can't create comedy. Like I truly feel like the work we create is a really reflection of how we're feeling at the time. And I think that's a big part of why we haven't been posting H3 videos so much, is because I just been in such a negative headspace recently. And I just reflecting on how I've changed since we've come to, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, like fame, for lack of a better word, on YouTube, is just like, I just feel like it's made me a worse person. Like, I distance myself from people. You know, I'm less trustful of people. I found that I'm just really I can be a total. Looking back on past relationships, it's clear now that it wasn't at the time, that I was just really an asshole. Really like standoffish and rude and expecting too much of people and not being more aware of how my actions are affecting them, you know?
I think the first step is just acknowledging that. I mean, that's incredibly important. Like, we're all human. We have these horrible things. You're in a position that a smaller percentage of people than have like going through it. And I think just when you see that asshole thing, just holding on to it. I personally find the people I hate the most are full embodied representations of my worst moments, like my worst temporary moments. So I think it's fine. I mean, is there a specific thing recently in your head?
Nothing. It's a lot of stuff. It's just a general personality change, I think. And like looking back at like what's like the golden age of H3 was like a really carefree, happy time in which like there was just really no bitterness or, you know, there's no bitterness in me, and it really was like a blossoming creative time. And I think the more negative I feel, the more I hate myself, the more that I don't believe in my creativity and my product. And it's like this vicious cycle of just closing in on myself. And anyway, I agree that like I've been feeling like there's something wrong for a long time, and I think that was the first time I like verbalized it, and I really felt like by just saying it, that would be the beginning of hopefully some kind of journey of getting better.
How has it been since then?
It's been good. I mean, like it's been tumultuous a little bit because it's hard to come to terms with like not liking yourself, you know.
I mean, but when you acknowledge that thing that you don't like about yourself, it's very easy, I think, to go like, and that sucks. But are you then taking steps to modify yourself, your behavior,
totally.
your interactions? Well, it's a fucking process. Like, and I'm not, and I say that in the sense of I don't want you to feel bad about this very normal human thing. Like, I want you to like going through it's rough. It sucks.
Yeah,
life is awesome and also the fucking worst.
I mean, it's so frustrating to have achieved everything you've ever wanted and to be like miserable.
But I guess so. Achieved everything you ever wanted. Like, you have what you have now, but like, why do you keep doing it?
I don't know. That's that's part of
so you don't
problem.
have an answer. You don't have like you don't have the answer to like the question of why keep doing it.
I felt like completely stuck for a whole year. Like I wasn't developing mentally, professionally. My thoughts were unoriginal. I was obsessing about the same stupid shit all the time. I felt like completely stuck. And previously, I was always took pride in my self-awareness and my development and feeling like I was growing and becoming more mature. And just, I felt like so fucking stuck. So I just like the process of becoming unstuck. This is very abstract. I don't know if it makes sense.
No, it does. I mean, just in life, you're meaning.
Yeah. In life,
creativity.
In life, in my mind, and everything is. I mean, it's painful because I'm confronting, like I said, things that I don't like about myself. It's important though, too.
That's good. I mean, so having that thought, did that come purely from you, or are you lucky enough to have someone in your inner circle that was willing to call you on some shit? Because that's if for anyone, that's important.
I think a lot of negativity was bubbling about us, and I think it was all a reflection of stuff that we were putting out. I think a lot of it was exaggerated and made. Whenever you make yourself vulnerable, there's tons of people who are quick to take advantage of that and to use it against you, right? So it's hard to make yourself vulnerable when you're in the position that we're in because they make people. There's people that will make you regret that, right?
Right.
So I think I was very hesitant to make myself vulnerable because I felt like misrepresented and unfairly criticized by a lot of people. And I think there was a certain point when all this negativity kind of mounted and I realized maybe they're not completely right what they're saying because I'm so defensive.
Yeah.
Like when someone criticizes me, I'm just like, they're totally wrong. And they're I hate that person. So it's like, maybe they're not totally right, but they're probably a little right.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, that's the stuff that hurts is when someone says some shit that you thought. Like this is on a completely different level, but I did a video last week that was nothing but one story about a YouTuber, and it was like really well done in the research and everything. But I was like, this isn't what I'm fucking doing. Why am I doing this? I got like trapped.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
I got like time wise, I got trapped, and I was like, well, we could either post really late or this is the fucking video. And like, it wasn't like random people coming to my videos. It was my guys, and I was like, you know what? You're saying the fucking things I agree with. That also makes it hurt most.
That hurts.
But let me acknowledge and own it, right? And I think, but that's also I think what makes it potentially different than any other like mainstream artist. When something happens with a mainstream artist, it's like very thought out. Okay, I apologize for this, for offending. We can have a conversation, be honest with an audience member, and hopefully that actually brings us closer. Right? Because it's like, okay, we can be critical of each other. It doesn't have to be like, I just blindly follow you. Because that's like, obviously every audience has that, but I don't want that. That's too much.
Right, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's true. And I think in a lot of ways, I felt like a distance between us and our audience, which sucks because I think the closeness of us with our audience is what always made kind of what I felt we were doing special.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to get back to that in a genuine way.
But let's move forward into this. Like, why do you guys do this podcast now, other than it's part of your schedule?
I mean, yeah.
What's the goal? Like, is it just because it's like a fun time to hang? Is it moving forward? Is it just like, right? A lot of people in our business, they try and grow just so they get more shit to compare to the other people's shit. Is it notoriety? Is it a specific kind of impact, right? I think that's like hopefully what we all try and kind of end up hitting. It doesn't have to be, doesn't take anything away. But like, why do you do the podcast? Why do you still put yourself out there? Because there's got to be a reason. Like, if we're in a headspace where we're making ourselves at certain times, right? Because I've gone through fucking peaks and valleys. Like, why do we do it? Like, if we don't have that kind of North Star of the answer, I think then we just have to try. We don't have to find it before we keep moving forward, but just it should be part of the process. Like, what is it?
Well, the podcast has been an anchor for us throughout this shitty time for me personally, because we've been pretty absent on our main channel, and this has like forced us to come out regularly, talk with our fans, have this show, this experience, and for me, it's really been an anchor. I mean, I think it's been hard to come out here and do the show when I'm struggling internally, but it's really healthy to force yourself to have to work, right?
Okay. So,
but it keeps us active in a time when I was, sleeping or whatever you want to say.
So it sounds like it's all right now. At least it's all about stability, like emotional and like doing something.
I guess you could
right?
say.
Yeah, I think so.
And maybe even connection with your audience.
That's a big part of it.
Feeling connected, especially, which is very, but that's also, I want to say that's so dangerous for us to feel, especially because I've pushed people away. Like, my inner circle is very small, but pushing so many people away where the primary source of who we feel connected to is our audience. I feel like it should be part of the equation, but that's where I feel like I've had my darkest times, where it's like my audience essentially controlled me, which there's a strong core there, but they can be fluid, right? You can't control who finds you and what they say to you. I don't know. I love talking about stuff like that.
Yeah. No,
I'm so glad you're like open about stuff like that, because a lot of people just keep that shit inside, and then they have that video where they just fucking break down.
Well,
which
I think I was getting
there.
Yeah.
So, like, I think openness is important, and I think it's important for people to know that, like, I hate this notion that, like, if you're successful, you can't complain.
Right.
Too.
Well, no one wants to look up on the hill and see someone fucking their tears
but, like,
rolling down
you're
to
allowed
their
to have
feet.
problems, right?
Yes,
It's like
100%.
just because you have a good living doesn't mean that you can't have problems. I feel like a lot of, but like also everyone's got problems. I don't know. The whole thing is fucking a mess. Dude. The whole thing's a fucking mess, bro.
Such a shitty situation? And once again, it's not a Crimea Rivers thing, but you feel guilty for feeling bad, and then that makes everything worse.
It does.
Sorry, there's something that's kind of also hilarious about how fucking horrible being human is.
Yeah, the human experience is a tragedy. We just got this puppy, and he's so cute and carefree. He's a perfect angel. He's without sin. And I think that creatures like this exist. Why we as humans love these creatures is because they exist for us. Like they exist for us to like see that to live vicariously through them.
So something can be pure.
We have this pure creature,
It
and
is
even though
so pure.
like even
Shredder.
though our lives are complicated and messy and at times miserable, there's this pure, wonderful creature who's an angel sent from God on this planet, and it's like the fact that can exist in some state is it's comforting, right? It is comforting to know. Like I genuinely love that.
Yeah, I mean something so simple, so pure.
He doesn't have thoughts, because if he did, he'd be fucked. He's a little robot. He's a little adorable robot.
He has needs
not
and
a
limbs.
robot. It's
That's
Shredder.
But I think that's everyone getting high or drinking. Everyone wants to make themselves a little more simple. Life
Right,
simple
yeah.
for a second. Yeah.
Do you think that fame's changed you? Do you think that it's changed you for the better or the worse?
Long term, better. Initially, horrible. I talked about it in videos in the past, but I remember just like there was this one moment that my wife, she was then girlfriend, cut me off where I was about to be like, I actually said to her, I was like, does he fucking know who I am? Keep in mind, 9 years ago, asshole. It's also why I try and be a little more lenient with some of the newcomers when they initially come up, because you're going from regular life to all of a sudden everyone says you're fucking awesome and all this great shit's happening. But then you only get a little bit of runway. Then you can quickly find out who has good people around them to call them on their shit, which is why I asked if someone had kind of mentioned something to you. Or you can have horrible hanger-ons that are just yes, 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 yes. And some try and use it for themselves, and some are just content holding on. But no, I think long-term, good. I think that it's made me... There were dark times in the middle, but I have this big goal of trying to communicate and getting people involved in a bigger dialogue, right? I had to go through a time where I didn't know why I was doing it. Like, why am I fucking moving? But I think in general, better.
You found purpose? Was that like the
purpose?
catalyst
But also being in this position allows you to see people from so many different backgrounds. Like, I have my very limited experience. You guys have your experience, and as storied as it might be, it is relatively limited when you think about the scope of the world. So seeing everybody, and keep in mind, only the people that are sounding off and sharing their story with me, but that's made me appreciate being more open, because not everyone has my same story. It's easy to talk about a topic when you think that there is one undeterred truth, but that's just not the world. So I feel like I've become better because of it, and it gave me my purpose. It gave me a connection to people.
That's cool. That's encouraging.
Yeah.
I like to hear that.
But there are dark days. I mean, keep there are dark days. I'm not like fucking glowing sunshine. Everything I talk about it, everything good in my life came from me being in a horrible place and being pissed off.
Right. I want to switch gears a little bit here about the Daddy of Five saga. I found that whole thing a little bit fascinating, for lack of a better word. Dan, give me a frickin' break, please.
I found it really fascinating.
What? That was like exactly what I said. All right. I'm a living meme of myself. You went super hard on those guys. You guys basically had a beef, right?
No, I wouldn't call it a beef. I did detailed reporting on a person that was doing...
There was calls and responses, right?
Well, he was trying to convince his audience that I was somehow the real bad person in the situation, which was weird because I wasn't the person that was pushing children or hitting children or having other children slap the other kid as part of a fun video where we're going to monetize it. Sure. And apparently law enforcement agreed with me that it wasn't okay. Right. And now they had to change their channel to Family of Five because the other two kids are, with the, unless there's been a dramatic change in the past 2 weeks. But yeah, man, I wouldn't call it a beef. It was just some guy trying to say that what he was doing wasn't wrong. Yeah. And actually, it's not okay just for me to put it on mic. It was both the parents. They were choosing to put everything up, and the fact they're still on the internet and they still have an audience that has seemingly just forgiven them, or not even forgiven them, have been in their corner the entire time. It's disgusting.
The fans of that channel do perplex me. I don't know who they are, because there's still like a decent amount of people watching, like 30, 50, 100,000. I'm like,
they're nowhere near where they were.
Yeah.
But God.
Well, I like, in that case, like, you're reporting, I could say, I don't know if it's single-handedly, but it resulted in...
Also, I do want to say, because I didn't do all the work myself, there were a lot of independent people, including like people like Nick Monroe, that did a lot of investigative work. And so I don't want there to be some idea like it was just me on the front lines.
Okay, I'll revise.
I had the large audience.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful for them, because without them, most likely nothing would have happened. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, so it's not like I'm trying to...
So you and others were... directly responsible for these kids being removed from the house.
I think we're responsible for
them.
Well,
everyone was talking about it. I mean, we made a video too. It was like a general online critique, I feel like.
Okay, fine.
What I would say is we are responsible for more people paying
That
attention to this thing. We were responsible for more people paying attention to this obviously messed up situation. And then, luckily, the people that are supposed to do what they're supposed to do in that situation did it, right? Thanks very much to so many people that made sure they downloaded the videos before they privated everything, making sure that that everything that had been openly, like, it was there for so long. Yeah, if it hadn't been for one video that just happened to go a little more viral, right, it would have been the same situation.
It's kind of, I guess, the point that it's scary in a way that, like, you can wield that much power to, like, break up a family, whether it was deserved or not. It's crazy to see that direct result.
If you were putting something out on the internet, obviously I understand if you're surprised if you have a small account and something happens, right? Like those people that say something and all of a sudden it goes viral. But we're in a position where enough people see it, and hopefully enough people move on something to protect, like in this situation. And once again, it's all about the way you say it, like kids getting taken away, kids being moved to safety.
Right.
Kids being moved to hopefully more okay situation where I'm sorry, when you're that young, unless that kid went to some fucking crazy acting classes, like that's
Yeah, no,
really
I
doubt
never
that.
bought that shit.
Yeah.
and
That one video in particular was
Well, the slap video I think was the one
the
that
ink one was the
The
one.
ink
Oh,
that,
well, the
was,
ink one's the one that started it,
horrible,
and then
yeah.
the slap one was like, dude,
that was it.
Unbelievable.
That was
Yeah.
everyone was like, well, that's not rough
Yeah.
hazing.
Yeah.
That's you monetize a video of children hitting each other.
Yeah.
right.
God. But yeah, I mean that's a situation that's still moving forward. I just learned today that someone's been trying to reach out, and so because there's something I don't know the full details, so I don't want to just like
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, no, I am very happy that my show can have an effect in the real world, especially when it's children in danger.
Yeah.
And what I perceive to be danger.
Yeah. Well, ultimately, and it's worth noting, as you did, it was ultimately the police who decided that
Right.
it was an unsafe situation for the kids.
Right. Authorities got involved,
Yeah.
and what happened.
Right. Yeah. But as you touched on, he's back under a new banner.
Yeah, I think there's
Family
like
05. They are back.
they yeah, I think they have like certain stipulations as far as what they're able to show in the videos. I don't
Really?
know
By
exactly. I have to by
Like child authority?
it's part of I think it's part of their plea deal. I have to look into the specifics because
interesting.
I haven't looked into it in a little while. I just became aware that they were still going strong.
Yeah, I want to know, what do you think about these guys back on YouTube?
I mean, I think they're disgusting individuals. The court system decided what they decided. I think that, you know, I and everyone else involved have to be okay with that. But if something happens, I'm pretty sure people are going to respond or contact
Definitely.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully,
They're more tame, I mean, for sure. Like you said, if he ever towed the line, it would come up immediately.
Yeah, I mean, they have to be paying attention to what they're putting out now. I imagine. I don't know. Anyone that does anything to children, I just want to do stuff that I shouldn't say on a podcast that's out to as many people as you guys hit.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, that whole saga was bananas, man.
Yeah,
The whole story of it.
I remember there was one moment I got so annoyed when I think it was Good Morning America did a piece on them, and it was after like some of the worst footage had come out, and they like did a sit down interview, and it was weird, right?
The family was on the news.
Yeah, the family was on the news. They sent someone down there to, I think, talk to them or talk about it. And the main takeaway, like you could see something weird with them, but they didn't show the worst footage, most likely because they're on morning television. And they kind of just like played up what the family has been saying of like, the family says it's fake. Anyway, on to this lofty nothing piece. And I was like, this is this once again, real situation, real people, and most importantly, children that do not have control of their lives. That's
funny to see a puff piece.
Yeah,
right
that's crazy.
for Daddy 05.
Well, I wouldn't say that it's like they were like giving them a massage, but they didn't show the
They
worst.
just
They didn't
took it.
present. Yeah, it was like
No.
it was something to fill time, right?
Yeah.
There was no. It seemed like there was really no care about the people involved, right? Just stuff
You know,
like that.
I remember when that video first floated to our attention was several months before the story blew up, was the one of him like tearing up his room
Yeah.
and him being like, Cody,
Yeah.
whatever, just stop being a fucking whatever. It was awful. And I remember watching it with Ian and being like, how do I even, like,
Yeah.
this is just too awful.
Yeah.
I can't, what am I going to respond? Steve-O, when we made a double reaction to it, his comment was so perfect. He's like, oh, I understand why this isn't funny. We're watching child abuse.
Oh no! Yes.
I was like, that's fucking, you really just nailed it.
Yeah.
Like, he was like genuinely disgusted. That video was great. That was a perfect one to watch with Steve-O. Because he's like the prank god.
Right.
And
Right,
for
yeah,
the prank god
yeah.
to be like, this is not a fucking prank. I think was the perfect diss on
It's not a prank,
the
bro.
Daddy of 5.
Steve-O would like to separate myself from ever being associated with this thing.
Right. Well, this was a great conversation.
Thank you. I tried
Covered
my
a lot of
best.
ground.
Not really.
I need to go meditate after this one.
Yeah.
I'm saying, once again, apparently I'm just giving free sponsors. Headspace app, it's been great so far, but that's because I haven't gotten to the part where I have to start paying yet.
Right.
They're getting me addicted.
Yeah. I guess there's customary question for all of our guests at the end of our show
Oh, okay.
that our fans will kill me if I don't ask.
Uh-oh.
Do you have any ghost stories or paranormal experiences or alien visits?
Well, if this is a common question, I feel bad because your audience is going to hate me because I hate when people share ghost stories because I think it's just bullshit.
Well, I have none, and
You have none.
I have none. I think that's what's interesting.
But it's surprising how many people do have stories.
Right.
Like almost 95% of our
Like, I love
guests.
my father,
I'd
but
say
he's like
70%.
He's like, I remember one day I woke up and I looked to the door frame and I saw my mother, and I didn't have the heart to be like, or you could have just been groggy and on fucking pain medication, Dad. Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
But whatever makes you happy.
Well, I think it's a great dichotomy. Is that the right word? Am I overstepping my
I'm just gonna nod my
diction?
head.
It's a great contrast to say because I don't believe in any of that stuff, and I'm constantly surprised by who has them and to what scope. We had Jordan Peterson on here, and he had this elaborate, unbelievable ghost story.
Actually.
And I was like, I feel like a complete idiot asking Jordan Peterson if he has a ghost story, and he was like, I have the best ghost story. And so I think
I'm so
you
sorry.
never know. You never know
I'm
what's
so
going to
sorry.
No,
to
no,
let
it's
you
totally
and your
fine.
audience down.
It's totally fine.
That's life.
Yeah, that's.
I'm not saying everybody that has
That's
a ghost
real.
story is crazy,
Yeah,
but I just don't have them and I don't believe in it.
yeah, yeah. Me too.
And I think
mean,
you're weak-minded if you've experienced it.
Wow,
No, I'm just
okay.
playing. I'm playing.
All
playing. I wanted to go out offending people.
Yeah, let's
I don't
go
want
strong.
anyone having the fucking false
Right.
belief that I'm an okay person.
Yeah, let's snub that out now. All right. Well, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for
I
having
thought
me,
that was a
guys.
great combo. We covered a lot of ground there.
Yeah.
Conversation spread. I don't want. I was gonna make a fire joke, but
Oh
Really?
God.
Come on.
Oh God. Are you still live?
nobody died, right?
I don't know.
Well, some horses may
I was like, I don't
actually.
have fucking Google right in front of me. You guys have
You're
the
the
power.
news guy. How many people died?
I'm like, well, there could be a fire outside. I have no fucking idea.
I think so far nobody died, so it's safe to joke about. That's
just
the rule.
It's just their stuff in their lives, guys.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just stuff.
I don't think that's a rule,
I'm
but
not-
okay.
I didn't make the joke.
Okay.
I
For the record.
I stopped. I only referenced and fully explained what it would have been.
I stopped myself for the record from making the joke.
Okay. Thanks for stopping yourself.
Yeah. I heard Ela in my head being like, don't
Yo, chill.
go
out.
there.
Abort.
Yeah, I'm bored. Anyway, thanks again.
Thank you. I'm gonna drink this water that's not in the cup to fill the time.
Can you get a close up of that mug here, Dan?
Right. This mug will be on our website next week.
Yeah. Rep your niche.
How about that?
Look at that.
Rep your niche. Oh, let's end with put on Shredder Cam.
Right.
And,
we got to check on Shredder.
We'll log out softly with Shredder Cam and fade with the podcast theme. So with that, I say goodbye. I love you. Appreciate you. We're actually working on an H3 video this weekend. Will hopefully be out tomorrow. I'm very happy and excited about it. I leave you with Shredder, the pure,
he's
sinless
sleeping.
angel. He's here to remind us.
He's looking at the camera.
Look at this dog. He is pure
Here
of
you
soul
go.
and heart. He lives to love and to cuddle and to comfort. He is pure. He is sinless. Original sin does not apply to this animal.
Yeah, everything bad about him just comes out.
It's how we all want to exist. But it's okay because he's living for all us sinners. Shredder is Jesus. Shredder is Jesus. He's living for all of us sinners
Shredder
out
is
there.
Shredder.
He shreds for all of us. Look at this monster. God, give me a fucking break.
Right on cue.
Here's the thing about
Good dog.
babies. Not everyone loves babies. Everyone loves puppies.
I hope so. I hope everyone loves puppies.
Everyone loves
Yeah,
babies.
everyone-
Come on.
I mean, like, not like puppies, though. I think puppies elicit a response in humans, for whatever reason, that I don't think babies reach that level of emotional, like, at least for me. And if it applies to me, then it applies to everybody.
I was like, I don't want to talk
When-
about my
but
opinion
when
on
you
cats because
see
I get shit
Phoebe-
every time.
Cats. No, I don't care about cats.
You hate cats?
I don't like them. I'm talking about
That's
puppies.
a bold opinion on the internet.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about puppies specific. All right, let's not get too deep.
Yeah, I thought we
We're trying to
ended
end
this
shit.
episode.
All right. Get back to Shredder. What matters?
All right, thanks.
Guys, I leave you with the
Thanks
peace.
for watching, everyone.
I leave you with the peace and the comfort that this dog exists in right now. And I hope that you all find a piece of that comfort in this
Have a
world.
great weekend.
Have a great weekend. Thanks for spending your time with us. Love you. Bye.